All right. Welcome to the very first session of Pirates of the Siren Sea. You guys can applaud or not. That's up to you.
Yeah. Woo!
I don't get this kind of performance out of you guys.
Did you specifically request it, sir?
And I asked, and I
Your
said
mom.
you didn't have to, so you're good. All right. Well, I am your DM, Caleb, and I'm going to be guiding us through the world of Theros, and specifically near the Siren Sea area, as you can see on our map. Basically, this area and this area will be our primary locations.
Okay.
I guess we can kind of go down the line and introduce ourselves and maybe give a little bit about our characters that you want to give at this point. We can start. We have Discord in the back that you guys can't see, but we'll start with Matt, since you're at the top for me.
All right. Well, I'm Matt, and I am playing Athanasios, a Triton cleric who likes to make things go zap.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, because you went with
Stormcaller,
the
Aeneas.
storm cleric, right? Or tempest cleric, rather.
Tempest cleric, yes.
Yeah, so you're going to be all about them storms. All right.
Absolutely.
Any background stuff you want to give, or do you want to hold off on that?
We'll hold off
Okay.
on that, just in case it comes up in game.
Absolutely. Yeah, and also I know not everybody has their background perfectly set yet, which that's fine, because it's going to be this is an introductory first session, so. All right, well, I guess we'll go next down the line, which is Josh on my end, so.
Hello, my name is Josh. I will be playing Trilby Firmflute. I am a Tabaxi, I guess in this world, Leonin subrace, Bard of Valor. I'm an entertainer by trade, and it just so happens that I'm kind of finding myself tied at the hip with these
a little bit
scrub nuggets.
Accident prone, I've heard.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be the damsel in distress, the vector for getting us in trouble.
Indeed.
So I'm looking forward to running my mouth in ways that cause fun things to happen.
Yes. Yeah, I get to use you as our excuse to cause fights. All right, and for tonight, last but not least, Alex.
Hi, everybody. I'm Alex. I'm also known as Plumtastic. I will be playing Nilfir Rotunga. He's a Goliath warlock paladin who gains power from his love and connection with his Lord and Savior Erebos.
Yep.
The kind and benevolent.
Yes.
That's the evil one, right?
The
God of the dead,
incredibly
Hades.
the incredibly evil one, yes.
Okay, you got weird names. So again, I'm gonna call you Nilf. Nilfy.
Nilfir, yeah.
Say what is the full name?
Nilfy.
Nilfir Rotunga.
Nilfir
Rotunga.
F-I-R.
It's okay.
Rotunga.
You'll see the names on screen because I actually made some tokens for you guys when we get to our first map.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And then what's your name? Chaos?
He went
Athanasios.
Yeah.
Athanasios.
Oh dear. Athanasios.
Yeah. Which
we'll see if my spelling is close enough to the spelling that we see on the.
Interesting to see.
And you're like a paladin hexblade, right?
Yeah, that's what Nilfir is.
Which knight?
He's a hexblade paladin of some sort. Yeah. Except he didn't get the hexblade skills because he didn't go to level 3 on that. He made the paladin.
Okay. I'm trying to play old skill, so I got dice and notes.
Okay. And it'll be interesting because when we did our day 1, our session 0, we discussed that I already know what Nilfir's background is going to be because we just.
Thank God you do.
Yeah, I figured out how you're a Goliath and how that works. I know who your Faja is.
Please tell me you didn't go with what you said you were gonna go with.
No, I never said any of my idea. You guys came up with ideas, and I didn't say anything.
Josh came up with ideas that I was not for. I was like, please don't have my freaking mom be a satyr that had sex with a rock.
No.
That was a joke.
No, I know who your Faja is.
Jokes can become reality.
I think it is.
And that is the concern.
I think it does make sense that instead of being a Goliath, you're a half giant in this setting,
and
right?
And that also keeps him at the medium size, which I think Goliath, anyways, as a playable race, is medium size still. But
yeah, the game does not like your player sizes to be bigger than medium.
All right, so I'm gonna drag you guys over to the next map as I
It's weird being a medium-sized minotaur and then you fight a minotaur and it's like massive compared to you.
So, your characters are among a group of travelers on the road and headed into Melitus, one of the Theros' great poli.
Point of order. The only token whose name I see is Trilby Firmflute.
That's because
so
adventurers.
if you double click the.
That's because there's adventurers or other guys.
Well, I was gonna say for as far as my allies' names, I think if you double click the token and then when you're in the little settings thing, there's a little. I'm not looking at the DM screen right now, but there's a little box you can click at the top and it says like visible to NPCs or visible to everyone.
I know I did
Check
the
that
nameplate thing, so the nameplate should be.
It's above that. I know it's above that. There's a box.
Here we go.
You open it and it'll say like, there we go. There he is. Anybody who we should know by name, you should click that on.
There we go. I should do that with you as well. Then. There we go. I thought it was more of that I had the names covered because I did.
And if there's any of these people that we know, you should turn it on. But if they're just NPC whatevers, then don't worry about it.
With you. Thank you.
Okay.
So yes, you are heading to one of the great poli, Melitus. The sun sinks low in the west, stretching shadows across the well-traveled road only a mile or so from the polis's edge. At your current rate, you, along with a loose crowd of other travelers, should reach the polis outskirts just before dark. Not everyone's moving at a leisurely pace, though. Behind you, a horse rounds a bend. And let me make the character for that appear.
Let us bend.
Let's see. I think if I change his layer, you can see him. Yes. There we go. Now you should be able to see him. So, behind you, a horse rounds a bend in the road, galloping at top speed. The beast looks frantic, terrified, and frothing with exertion. Upon it sways a figure wearing a gold mask. The rider barely manages to stay in the saddle, his body bristling with cruel black arrows. Blind with panic, the horse plows on, threatening to trample travelers in its path. Before it can, though, the beast's leg gives way. Both mount and rider topple, crashing into the dust with a piercing whinny and a sound like snapping branches. So,
I like that sound.
So there you go.
My cat ears shoot up. My haunches.
So for the most part, you guys kind of already know each other, and you're kind of on the road because you've heard that there's a boat that you guys are able to looking for a pirate crew.
We're trying to get seaworthy.
And let me go ahead and.
So we probably just recently met, though, right? Since we don't know much about each other.
And some of these other people are part of that potential pirate crew. But now this mysterious rider has just crashed behind you.
Are we supposed to talk now?
I kind of looked at my teammates and I'm like, look at this asshole.
It's like,
Can't even ride his horse right.
Oh, be kind now, Trilby. I reach over to help the gentleman up. Like, we were all newbies once.
So as you go in, you notice. So do you just try to lift the man that's on the ground?
I reached my hand out to offer him a hand up.
So give me a.
Made somewhat more difficult by the fact that I am dragging him by the leg, kind of lifting him by a leg.
Yeah, give me a medicine check. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, so you can tell that this guy is definitely dead, and it's pretty obvious. And in fact,
gosh.
Now I'm just working the leg like a lever.
So yeah, you can tell this guy is dead.
Oh, goodness! That crash must have been much worse than I expected.
Well, with a 19, can he tell if he's dead from the crash, or was he dead prior to the crash?
You can actually tell that his skin is gray.
Is rigor mortis? Oh, rigor mortis.
And his wounds are.
The horse was probably carrying him
his
while
wounds
dead.
are like black with there's black blood.
All right, I'm going through his pockets.
Oh, goodness. Kneel fair. Be respectful of the dead.
In fact,
Why? He doesn't need it anymore.
if anybody wants to make an intelligence check, you can figure out what this mask is about. In fact.
Nah, I don't care shit about that. That's for them.
I'm a little.
I want to know what's in his pockets. That's what I want to know.
Just a straight up intelligence.
Oof, -1. Oof, an 8.
All you can really tell is that it's nice and shiny. It's gold. It's a funerary mask of some sort.
You're not.
Oh, so it's shiny and gold. Alright, swipe
it's a gold mask instead of clay. Usually funerary masks are made of clay.
It's like, so I'm over here, like...
You guys should have control of your characters, by the way.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Quick side note. I clicked to make a roll on D&D Beyond, and it did not transfer over to D20.
Okay, well, so worst case, just let me know. I trust. Yeah,
just tell us what your results are.
Well,
I was gonna say, I have the extension.
Maybe I don't we can always worry about that off air.
Oh, that's weird.
But yeah,
understood.
So for now, just you can tell us what you roll, and we'll go with it. Did you try to make an intelligence check? Is that why?
I did. It failed. It was
okay. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I did see that.
I'll investigate the mask.
Okay. And that's going to be enough to do it. So, you recognize the strange individual as one of the returned. Someone who has died and come back from the Underworld. And since you swiped the mask, you also notice that, his lips are black at this point, and on the mask, on the inside of it, there's like a dozen lines of finely etched symbols covering its interior. In fact, let me pop that in, because that is our first handout. There you go.
Oh, that's a weird mask.
Yeah, and you can see all these glyphs on it, and so the only word that is able to be made out is Kea. Yep, that's the only word that stands prominently out.
Question.
Well, hold on now, real quick. So I'm like, I don't care about this guy. He's been brought back once before. He'll be fine. Is this real gold?
Yes.
Wait,
okay.
do we recognize this? I put this
in my bag.
Is this something that's like regularly recognizable?
So it's one of those things that's like it's part of the common like beliefs of certain cultures. Like a lot of people believe in the returned and like people that just come back from the underworld.
It's like, oh, okay, so
usually they only get one shot at it though, so he is dead for good now.
I'm just whistling as I put it in my bag, and I'm like, easiest loot
well,
ever.
As you say that.
Until, his master shows up.
As you say that, in fact, the sound of racing hooves rises like rolling thunder from the direction the fallen rider emerged.
I'm in the bushes.
Yeah, let me get this.
I look at the body, and I'm like, oh, it's one of Erebos' chosen! We have been blessed this day.
Yeah. 2 more riders round the bend, both wearing dark tunics. The fading lights glint upon their snarling gold masks that both of them wear. All right. So these...
Why is everyone being so dramatic?
So yes, we have more returned. And...
Hey, Chaos, put your mic on, like, just underneath your bottom lip, and it'll prevent like the exhale. It'll be clearer to be able to hear. Cool. Go ahead and do a mic check. Was that?
Yeah.
Is that better?
That's better.
Oh yeah.
And here's a.
Just underneath the bottom
lip. It moved.
And here's a picture of the returned.
Oh, more of the chosen.
So are you gonna try to just approach them?
No, I went in the bushes. I got a 10 on stealth.
Well, I'm talking to Erebos boy.
I'm going to kneel. I'm gonna kneel before them. It's like, oh, the chosen of Erebos are here.
So
I cannot believe I'm seeing them with my own eyes.
Kind of like right about there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good.
Go ahead. Everybody, roll initiative. Yep.
Oh, me too. Oh. 15 for me. 9 for Josh. And Danios got a 7 minus 1. No, wait, that's his. That's a blank. It's 14. Oh, nice. Hey, it's working now.
Oh, it's a really good idea to have the AC in the blue circle on each player's token, so you don't have to keep asking for it. You just type in just click on the blue circle, type it in, press enter.
The blue circle.
Mine's 16. I'll help you out.
So when you click on the token, the 3 circles come up.
There you go.
Red is typically what we use for temporary HP. Green is HP in the middle, and then the blue is where I usually put the armor class.
Okay. So I guess everybody should put their AC there. For some reason, it's got your.
I put mine there.
And then
I can't see anybody else's.
I see. Let's see. Yours is 16, and then just confirming, Josh, you're 14. And
yeah, do we not get to see the turn order?
I'm trying to find
page?
that. That's the thing I was looking for.
There
it
is.
is.
I was gonna say it's on your little toolbar.
Let's see. And then you rolled a. Why is it only showing?
Do I know anything about the return? Being how I'm I'm one of their followers. I must know something about are they basically zombies? Are they cursed?
Apparently you failed the check though to know that.
Oh well, I mean the intelligence check. I didn't check my religion
or anything. Yeah, you can do a religion check if you want real quick before the fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. Okay, so how do I add more people? Because it's just showing Nilfir.
So click on the token, right click it, and click add turn.
Okay. Thank you. This is some stuff that I'm gonna have to learn while we're doing it. He got a 14, and you got a 9, and then there we go.
And I typically give all enemies that are the same
gonna have the same
enemy type, just the same one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think something happened to my Discord.
Okay. I can hear you.
Right, because I switched my phone. But I got a 3 in religion, so.
Roll for the returned. Is there a way to do that secretly?
Well, we already know they're here, so just show it.
Okay.
So that way we can see where everything is in the turn order. Now, if you have a token on the GM layer and you make it roll initiative, it won't be visible. It'll show for you, but it'll be grayed out.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. It should be that plus that.
22? Jesus whore.
Oh, they natted.
Well, they came in hot.
Apparently. So let's add them to the turn order now.
Boom, 22. They're gonna run you down, dude. As you're trying to talk to them.
Yeah, they're here on purely business. Let me get that music going again, there we go.
Now, if you give them a name, typically out of an enemy group, I'll just have one of them named, and I'll check show names so that way I can see the one token and know that they're all the same. So if you want to name one of them returned and then add him to the turn order and give him the 22, then it'll show as the returned have a 22.
Oh, okay. But in this case, I'm able to keep track since it's just 2 of them. It would be more of an issue if there were more of them. But yeah, so yeah, they see you kind of bow, and they're actually gonna pass you at this moment because they're not quite looking for you. And they are gonna search the body.
Oh boy.
And
the body that has none of his good stuff
they're
on
gonna
it.
realize that something important is missing.
Oop.
I fucked everything up already.
That didn't take long at all.
Well, they'll have to. I only rolled a 10 stealth, so they'll have to roll perception. And if they beat a 10, they look over, and I'm just like, my cat face is through some wood.
Let's see.
Wood rails poking out of the grass. Yeah. If they don't have the perception skill,
That's
just
what I'm
roll
doing,
wisdom.
So for the record, like when they start looking, literally I'm standing there like propped up my trident. I just kind of lean my trident over towards where Trilby's hiding in the woods.
You're funny, you're funny.
What the fuck are you doing?
So I guess I'll give them
I knew I didn't like you.
I guess I'll give them advantage then. And yeah, the advantage is what secured it. So
I'm over here feeling hurt because like they just ran past me when I was like, like I feel like I'm not one of the cool kids
yeah,
right
they
now.
See,
and it hurts my feelings.
They see help me one more.
Athanasius.
Athanasius.
Athanasios.
There we go. They see
yes.
Athanasios pointing the way towards their object, and they kind of thank him. And one of them pulls out a short bow and fires into the tall grass, hoping that they'll hit their target.
Like a Pokemon? Jesus.
Now, of course, they could easily miss.
I have 3/4 cover, which is the +5 to AC.
Indeed.
So he's got to beat a 19.
There you go.
And they haven't quite seen me, right? They just have an inkling that I'm over here.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
I bet you are.
15, that's not gonna hit. So.
If I didn't roll a fucking 9, I have a plan for to get out of this.
Yeah. So you are good.
They're just firing off into the bushes.
One of them missed you. It kind of just like it misses you a good chunk. It goes into like the grass over this way, and then the other one pulls out his sling and starts to kind of raise it up in the air and throws a rock in your direction with it, and also misses. All right. So that is their turn. So you now kind of see what they're looking for.
So, I mean, there's probably like some kind of like indication that like somebody's in the bushes, but like they haven't seen me, right? Okay, good.
Yeah, you could easily, if you're trying to decide if you can use sneak attack, yes.
I don't have sneak attack, but I have something else if these fucking teammates don't do shit about this.
Well, it is Nilfer's turn, so.
I'm going to try to work with him. Excuse me, chosen ones. Clearly, there's been some kind of misunderstanding, which perhaps we can discuss this as our benevolent.
So the real party
Erebos.
is Athanasios, Nilfer, and 2 returned, and then I'm the bad guy. I'm sorry, keep going.
Perhaps there's some way that why are we shooting at the shrubbery? With the shrubbery have done no wrongs? Are you perhaps missing home with Erebos? I too would miss it, and I understand. Is that do we need to send you home? Is it? Are they responding at all?
They kind of sound like the zombies from Minecraft.
Oh, they sound like I understand. Then to home we shall send you.
Which your interpretation of that could be exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just gonna kill them.
Yeah. I'm gonna approach it with my greatsword.
Can you put an X on the one that's dead? Because there's 3 of them right there.
I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna go toward this one, and I'll be swinging my greatsword. Well, to whom you shall go.
Let's see,
14?
You just you clip their armor, but it doesn't quite go through.
Oh. Okay.
Zombies got moves like dagger.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I got it. I got that.
You know how to add the X, right? When you click on the token, there's like there's 3 buttons on the bottom. I think you hit the rightmost. No, it's the middlemost button. And there's little
I see it. Yeah,
icons you can click on. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. So yeah, you missed. It was.
Yeah, I see that.
You were close.
All right. I am going to.
And, yeah, now you have their attention. They were not giving you attention. Now they are.
I thought they wanted to go home. I guess that would be my turn.
All right. Athanasios, what are you gonna do?
All right. So.
I was doing a play fight. I was doing a play hit.
Apparently.
That.
Because I don't want to do
with
it.
a real sword.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to right there, and hopefully not kill any of the potential crewmates. But I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave down towards these two guys.
See.
So, because
Oh, I mean,
cones
that
aren't a thing you can easily do in D&D or
Mhm.
Roll20, what I typically do is, because it says 15-foot cone, I say it's 1 square, connect that to a 2 square, connect that to a 3 square, in any way you like. So you could do like 1 square, 2 square here, and then you could do 3 square starting here going to the right.
That's what I'll do.
So it's gonna be kind of like thinking kind of like this initially.
Hold on, I'll draw a shape like this. Oh no, that's not right. That's a
When I think of the
freehand.
cone,
Here we go.
whenever I
So
think
like
of a
this.
cone, I was thinking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
All right. Go ahead and give me the roll for it, or do they have to roll against it?
It's a con
Okay,
save
Con save.
for the enemy.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Constitution
All
saving
right.
throw.
What's the DC?
13.
That's at the top of your spell page.
13.
Ugh. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Both fail. So do your damage. Roll your damage. I think.
Actually, the second guy makes it because he has a plus. They have +1, but the first guy he takes it.
Also, they're pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. So
Be careful with them.
that's the damage.
A fucking dead horse goes
Yeah.
flying around.
Well, so none of y'all checked. So none of y'all actually checked the horse. The horse was not dead.
Oh,
It is now.
oh,
Well,
that
I
horse is
imagine
airborne.
the horse wasn't dead though, because
Well then
he ran.
roll for the horse.
Yeah.
Just roll a d20 and add a 2. I think they're about a 2. Just
How do I get rid of this little
eyeball
blue
it.
square? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
How do
let
I
me roll.
just-
Yeah, it says.
Ah, there we go.
It says, in addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect
Oh,
are automatically
horse goes
pushed 10
flying.
feet away from you.
Yeah, just make the dead guy's token
Yeah,
him and the
it'll be the
horse,
horse.
because
Yeah.
he's immobile.
So they both go. So these two go flying.
Use the DM just away from the player. You can kind of choose if
Yeah.
it's down or to
Okay,
the
so
side or whatever.
10, 5, 10, and then does he still go?
Are they alive?
And then, well, let me get the damage in. So yeah,
Oh, we're level 3. They're probably fine.
yeah, and I messed up. Hold on. Yeah, so he's still alive. And the other one takes half damage. Is that how it?
No, they both failed.
No.
Right?
No, he.
Was it 12
Yeah, it's
plus
+1.
something? Yeah, it's half damage. Rounded down, so it'll be 7.
Okay. And do they still go flying?
No, not if they
Okay.
saved.
So yeah, this guy stayed. Yeah.
All right. How do they respond
Uh,
before?
They're just like, and they're kind of pointing at Nilfer and Athanasios now, realizing, oh, we got to deal with them too.
There's a loud 300-foot thunder crack, so these people just basically got freight
Yeah.
trained. So what are they doing?
They're
Are they
starting
running
to
away?
scramble, Yeah, like one of them is like they look at the child and they're like, run, go get the gods. So they send the kid ahead.
So we're headed
Yes.
left. Okay, good to know.
So, and they'll start to run too, but the kid is making more distance. All right, so we are now at Trilby.
I just kind of whistle under my breath and just start like Sneaking through the grass. Go across the street here. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diagonal. So yeah, I'm just heading away.
And yeah,
let me update my sneak.
Which you're still in the grass, but we'll see.
An 11.
All right.
Yeah, I suck.
And I'm just gonna see if they notice you. But you're in the grass, so they'd
probably have disadvantage to see me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just assume like the same +5 that you would get on your AC, you get to that result, so you're good.
Yeah, in fact, before I move, because I can basically like surprise, I'm going to come out of the grass just a little bit, put a dagger over Athanasios's shoulder, so he can't quite see me do it. It just looks like a dagger comes flying over his shoulder. It's gonna hit this one on the left, and then I tail it. I don't want him to bitch at me later that I didn't do anything.
Go ahead and roll for the attack.
Yeah, we're gonna do dagger attack, dagger damage.
Okay, so the dagger just.
Oh, well, I had advantage. That's right. I forgot you can hold shift.
So
there we go.
Well, either way you miss. So
perfect.
It just goes flying over, kind of like you see the dagger end up this way. Actually, no, it ends up going inside the horse.
Oh. Horsey.
So, yeah, horse is already dead from the wave though, because a horse does not have more than 15 damage. Let's be honest.
I sneak off in the grass, and I'm just like playing with my mask, my new toy.
The only clue on it.
I'm kind of daft, so I'm like, I wonder what those guys are looking for.
The only clue being Kia.
I assume it's me because I'm always stirring shit up.
And so, yep. So that's your turn. I guess we're back to the return. So they see the dagger come flying in, and they assume it's Athanasios, because they've yet to see Trilby. And so the first one comes up on Athanasios and goes for a swing.
The demon bush of Enderwinter.
So
that's what we called my mother. No,
for my sake. Okay. And then on the attack, so he pulls out a sword now to deal with you, or a spear to deal with you at short range at the Athanasios.
At short range?
Yeah, because a spear, it's an actual, it's their only melee weapon.
Kind of long rangey. Heard.
So.
Missed.
And he missed, yep. So.
You catch it with your trident. Deflect it.
So his buddy comes running up and is like, "You bowed to us, but now we gotta kill you."
Well, I thought you wanted to go home.
So he pulls out his spear as well. And misses.
Nope.
Like, you managed to, block it with your...
With my giant sword. My great sword.
Alright. You guys are doing alright. It's Nilfhere's turn.
More like they're sucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so which one attacked me? This one? Okay. Alright, It's like, I'm sorry, but you must leave! The great lord awaits your return!
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Fuck!
And he...
Which part is the great lord gonna get back?
Yeah.
Just,
whatever part's left.
If he's dead, that's a decapitation. That's...
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna go straight through here.
Where does the head and the mask land? That's what I want to know.
See.
In the bushes?
I think it would go. So if he's cutting this way, it would probably go somewhere around.
Oh, and I get a bonus action.
Oh.
If you have an available bonus action.
No, I have Great Weapon Master, so I
Oh, you made a kill, so you get to swing again as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So what does it look like? You just like cleave his head and then you go like whip around like a whirlwind?
I think that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
Like, and your friend is waiting for you at the gate, sir.
Jesus.
7. Oof.
Alright. Well, that didn't quite work. But I do know where the head went, so if you guys decide to look for it.
Clink, 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 clink.
Did this one go in the bushes?
So, I know where the head of the guy you cut
Alright.
is, and we are going to Athanasios unless you have something else.
No,
Alright,
I'm good.
Athanasios, you're up. You got one in front of you, ready to... And he tried to hit you. You managed to block him with your trident.
Yep. So, like, blocking his, block his spear with it, whip it around, and pretty much gonna stab him in the throat.
Alright, go for it.
And we have...
Ah.
Ooh. Oh, is that under? Oh no, that's
it's
under.
So
Oh
you kind
no.
of do this really cool maneuver where you manage to block him, and then you kind of do a full circle, like a 360 spin, and try to stab him, but it goes like under his arm.
That's it for me.
Alright. Trilby, what do we got?
I have a golden mask.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. What do I want to do? Seems like they're intended on just killing those guys, so I'm gonna let them.
I mean, he's probably a sneeze away. If he's like either 1 to 3 damage from dying.
In that case, the best kill is a kill with vicious mockery. So I kind of like shout from the bushes. I'm like, "You returned! You're no match for the shrubbery of doom! Die, heathen!"
Alright. And that's a check on their end. Oh, no. So let's see.
Wisdom save for
He's
1
just-
psychic damage.
Let's see if they can...
It feels like a 1
Can he-
psychic
can he do
damage.
Yeah,
14?
let's see.
Jesus!
Yeah, they're good.
And then I move and I hide again. I can't let them find out where I am.
Well, let's see.
14.
He knows.
Your move.
Okay.
Just this evil shrub that like keeps moving around.
So,
It's like those old Scooby-Doo things like...
bad news for you. He finally noticed you.
He's not gonna
Uh-oh.
get to me alive
No.
though. I know that much.
No, between Ace,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because he's got to get...
And even though he knows that I'm here, I think he'll still have disadvantage to attack because I'm like hidden. Like I don't have like perfect line of sight. You know, I'm kind of
Yeah.
like just in the. My words
No,
are failing
yeah,
me. But
you've got to have
fine.
cover, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's more worried about the guy that just killed his buddy. Yeah.
Me.
So he's gonna go for you.
Understood. That makes sense. That's fair.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
17 hit.
So let's see what
Get fucked, Nilf.
show to what kind of damage that is.
Nilfy.
Okay. Playing with this one. There we go. 4.
I take 4.
All right. And he's gonna try to get past you guys because he knows that neither of you have what he's looking for. 5, and that's gonna give you both
Oh boy.
attack of opportunity.
Only. Yeah, I
I-
was gonna say once he steps away, it does.
So,
All right.
So you guys can basically just stab him dead in the back.
so yeah,
Each of you
whoever
gets an
wants to go
attack of
first.
opportunity.
Yeah, you.
Oh my god.
Athanasios
Yeah,
was first.
you
so.
both hit him.
Athanasios was first, so go ahead and take the damage. Roll the damage. This is your kill. Unless you roll like a 1. Four.
Yeah,
Alright.
it didn't report
Okay, that's
for some
fine.
reason.
4.
That's fine.
That's 4.
I trust you. All right, he is still kicking, so no fear. Go for it.
I clicked the
Another
wrong
one of your
damage,
brothers.
that's okay.
For the Lord of Erebos, I send you home.
Oh.
The 10.
So he is now like fallen to the ground, but still alive, just barely. Like he's crawling, and then it like you bring your greatsword down on top of him, knocking him to the ground, almost like a wrestler style, throwing the chair at him.
Do you think we should ask them why exactly they're attacking?
They have
Okay,
not
so if you're
responded to
ending
me.
combat and he's alive, he's basically
If you
incapacitated.
wish.
I'm asking you,
I'm not
like,
ending it.
like
no,
what's
no,
the
no,
situation?
I'm not quite ending it. If you got no, he's still alive at 1.
Okay, I just saw the turnover go away. I was like, oh, we're out of combat.
that. Alright, so it is now officially Nilfear's turn. So if you want to try to finish him off
Wait.
before he...
You could, or you could try to get some information out of him.
Well,
I mean,
they don't exactly speak.
really.
They know the languages, but
At all.
They,
It's like, okay, so I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to approach threateningly, but not threateningly, but just one of those things that you can't help because I'm gigantic. Like, please, I do not want to do this painfully. Let us know what you want, and then I can just send you back to Erebos, the Dark Father, or the Good Father. No? Very well. Oh, when you go back to him, please tell him I'm a fan.
Nilf says hi.
Yeah, that does it. He's dead.
Yeah, if he's prone, you get advantage
Well,
too. So.
yeah, he had 1 health, so you're good.
21.
So yeah, he's just bleh.
Oh.
And so as you finish him off, you can fade out the music.
Hey, can we change the tune or turn the music down?
He's working on it.
Now that battle's over.
So
Awesome.
as you guys finish him off, the Calv.
I crawl forward in the bushes, and he's laying there dead. Nilfy's looking down at him, just killed him, and 2 cat paws come out of the bush, grab the gold mask, and go back in.
All right.
I'm going to kneel. I'm gonna plant my greatsword, kneel forward, and say a prayer to Erebos, that they may rest in peace and all that good stuff.
You do realize that the reason we had that fight is because you took the gold mask, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And as you guys are discussing, the city guard finally comes up to help. But you guys can continue searching the bodies if you wish. You find the head eventually of the one that you cut off. It's it ended up going over here.
The one mask I don't own.
So it's that little circle.
So Athanasius is going to walk over, pick up the mask, turn around, and throw it at Trilby. This is what you wanted, right? That's why we had all this trouble.
Well, I didn't bring the trouble. I just kind of like licking my paws, cleaning them. I didn't bring the trouble. It came to us.
So
No, you picked up something that didn't technically belong to you, and they came to claim it. By the way, the guards are standing behind you.
I look over my shoulder. I'm like, hey, and I look back to you and like just disregard them. It's like it literally fell in my lap. I don't know what you want from me.
And
I want you to respect the dead. I want you to respect the chosen of Erebos. That's all I require.
I'm gonna try to bullshit you with your own religion, and I go like, well, you know, they say you don't take it with you.
Yes, that is fair. However, desecrating bodies is still wrong.
That's all on you. You did all the
So,
desecrating.
do you guys also search for anything else on their bodies? Because they've got more than just the masks.
I got some masks. They can search for whatever
So you'll
else.
find on the other two, you'll find 40 silver pieces total, and then a broken piece of pottery.
I will. Hey. I will.
And actually, I want you to give.
Athanasius, I'll roll you for the gold, for the silver.
Those kills are yours.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. 2020. You killed one. I killed one. No, wait. I killed both. Never mind.
You killed both.
Yeah.
If you want, also, Nilfir, I would a religion check for the piece of pottery.
Religion, elemental PQR. Bloop. 16.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you recognize this as a shard from an ostraka, a clay funerary mask which is used as currency in the Underworld. On it is scratched a brief order from the assassin's commander: silence the heretic Varyas. His secrets must remain dead.
It's like, how strange.
Wish I had speak with dead right now.
Yeah.
An assassination request.
And
from a holy church? That doesn't make any sense. This clearly must be a forgery.
I have an idea. Nilfy there, why don't you... You've already got the other two. Cut off the first one's head. We'll take it with us into town, and we'll find a priest to cast Speak with Dead. We'll get these secrets out of him.
I will not desecrate the chosen.
I look around. I'm like, well, you're 2/3 of the way there.
Then you do the rest.
All right, I go over and I just like carve this guy's head off.
I start gagging.
So
start
as
gagging.
he's cutting these heads off, you start to notice that for a moment, all sounds turn to whispers, and color drains from the world, turning everything shades of gray.
Done it now.
Everything except for the gleaming golden masks. Seconds later, things return to normal.
What did you do, Trilby?
Wait, who's seeing this vision? Is it me or everybody? So I just have like my bag is like gleaming golden light pouring out of it, except everything else is Shadow Realm. And I open the bag and there's just 3 gleaming golden masks in the bag.
As soon as and then seconds later, everything returns to normal.
Trilby, what did you do?
Oh, these ones, good find. With a lot of money. And I got this head.
And the guards kind of just look at you guys and are like, all right, are you guys trying to get to the city now? I mean, you guys are taking it a step too far. We weren't going to interfere, but now you're desecrating bodies. It's one thing to...
I have done no such thing.
They were here. They saw you chop their heads off.
No, that's in defense. Now you've gone past that.
Well, I've already done it. You want me to? And I like try to put it back on and like squelch it into place.
I slap Trilby's hand, kind of like, stop that.
Well, we've already taken the rest of your traveling crew to the city. We can provide you safe passage for the rest of the way.
I'm taking that fucking head.
Please make sure that these chosen warriors are given a proper burial. They serve a benevolent lord, and they should be treated as such.
Can I point something out? You mentioned that they were trying to silence an assassin. Perhaps the first one that came in, he kind of waves offhandedly at the body that like flew across the field from the Thunderwave. Maybe
this is the one I'm near.
Yeah, maybe that's the one that you need to have a priest talk to.
Okay, I was pretty sure the one I'm standing next to is the one that rode up on the dead horse, or was dead on the horse.
This one over here.
Okay, that's the guy whose head I cut off. I picked the wrong token, but descriptively,
Yeah.
I'm on
Yeah,
point
yeah,
with
yeah.
chaos.
All right, so and you.
So I rolled an 18 sleight of hand. I got this guy's head, and there's just a
Yep,
rock
and
where his
I
head
already
was.
rolled for the guards, so we'll just find out. All right, so the guards take you to the. Go ahead and take you guys the rest of the way to Melitus. And I guess while you guys are there, you guys can talk about any findings you have, like what's on the masks, or not.
I haven't seen. I held the mask for
Yeah.
half a second and I threw it to the guy who started a fight for
Yep.
gold.
Well, what's the closest thing to a pub? Because that's where we're gonna go. There's the Past Tavern.
Yeah, you've also got the Salty Centaur Inn.
Well, y'all pick. Past Tavern or Salty Centaur Inn? I could go for some Centaur.
Sure, Centaur would be good. Fine, that's fine.
You hungry?
I'm always hungry.
Let's go get some Centaur.
Fine, wherever you choose.
All right.
Honestly, I'm really hungry right now. Me personally, out of character, I'm very hungry. So Centaur sounds not bad.
Yeah, so we hit up this tavern, and I guess like we'll order some bread or whatever the hell they got. I'll obviously ask about the Centaur, but they probably don't have it. These places never do. And I'll put the mask on a table in a corner of the room where people can't watch over us, and I'll let them play with the masks, and we'll see what else we can figure out.
All right. Well, I'll send you guys to the Salty Centaur Inn. Let me get y'all there. I'm also taking some other people there, so that way. All right. You guys should be there.
Oh, also, point of order. On each of our 3 tokens, double click on them, and then on the right where there's the 3 bars for like HP, AC, etc., there should be another one of those like boxes that you can open up, and you want to tick visible to everyone on our characters so we can see each other's general health.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's us being able to see that our partner is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, he's bleeding a lot over there.
I'm guessing I have to bring your characters also over there.
Yes. You just copy paste them.
Can do. I'm making sure all that's fixed before I do that. There we go. Copy. Paste. There you go. All right, so I guess you guys kind of like pick a back table or something.
Yeah, we'll kind of take it away while you play with the visible HP bars and shit. All right, I'm over here. I've got a big juicy slamming. Are you guys joining me?
You guys are at the top right, and he's.
Oh, there I am. I'm going to have a seat over here and think about what I've done. Just have an actual try to get a drink.
What have I done?
I guess I'll be talking with Chaos if he gets back.
Oh, did he have to go real quick? Yeah.
Well, in the
Yep.
In the meantime, while he's okay. Well,
yeah,
I guess while we're waiting on him, I'll come talk to you,
Yeah, you'll walk
Nilfear.
up to the actual bar, and he's like, "What can I get for you?"
I can hear. I'm just right over there.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to you when you get back. I've already ordered my food. Nilfear, what do you want?
Honestly, after the day I've had, some grog and a good old roasted centaur would be great.
Yeah, what about the centaur? You guys never have it when I check in.
Because centaur is a fellow living race. Why would we?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's on your sign.
That's just the.
It says the salty
that's
centaur.
Just the name of the establishment.
I was like,
I laugh. I'm like, oh, we're not from around here. Can I get some like well, we could do fried centaur instead.
I think he's trying to tell us that they do not serve centaur at
Correct.
all.
Oh.
What nourishment? What foods do you have?
Let me go check the kitchen. I'll get your drinks in the meanwhile.
Thank you.
And so
I swipe some of the free bread off the counter when he turns his back.
Yeah, so he goes over to this little glowing blue thing, and that's where he gets your drink from. And he returns and hands you a mug of it. And he's like, "Here you go."
Oh, thank you, sir.
And my cheeks are just stuffed with bread.
Ah, yes, the bread's on the house. Enjoy that. And then
I already am.
Goes back to the kitchen and check on the extra food.
Trilby, what exactly do you intend to do with sacred masks? Because once you try to sell it to somebody, they'll know exactly what it is.
So they'll know what it's worth. Can I do a knowledge check on Kea?
Yes, absolutely.
Like history?
It's
kind of hard to argue with that.
Yep.
I got an 18.
All right.
Ooh.
So.
Does this ring a bell? Is this a character from any religion or lore I might have heard?
So as you're looking at it, you can overhear some of the conversation from some of the locals, and you're kind of also thinking back on stories of like anybody that name matches. And you can basically determine that Kea is the name of a local sage of some renown. Yeah, and that she lives within the area of Melitus.
So, a local sage. So, this heretic must have stolen this from her. Or she sent him away with it. I turn around and I put my hands on my waist like a hero's pose, like I figured it out. Looking at the camera that's not there.
So
you're looking at me like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, who am I posing for?
Exactly. I was like, what is this super cat trying to do?
Yeah,
breaking the fourth wall.
You haven't told him this information that you've discovered.
No, I've been saying it out loud to myself.
So you
I've been saying it out. He can hear me.
You overhear him talking about this Kea person, and like out loud going, "Oh, I figured out who she is."
It's like, so.
And now I'm posing heroically, looking away from you.
So I'm like, I'm still thinking, it's like, is she the target of the assassination? It's like, and why would we want to assassinate a sage? Sages are religious, are not deities. I'm sorry, that's not the word I'm looking for.
I say, excuse me, 1 second. I walk over to the nearest NPC. I throw a couple silvers on the table in front of him, and I slap him on the back. Hopefully he chokes on whatever's bread he's eating on momentarily, and I say, "Hey, do you know if the sage Kea is alive and well today?"
Oh, Kea, absolutely, yeah. She just lives right on the edge of the polis.
Oh, okay. Like I hand him a piece of paper to get like directions.
Yeah, and so he kind of gives you something to work with.
All right. I walk back and I'm like, I gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
While you were talking to yourself, I figured it out.
Okay, that's her location. That does not explain why. Why would
I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out when we get there.
You Drylanders are so weird.
It's like, okay, fish face, calm down now.
Yeah. And I have like a moment of like, oh, like of course. I look at Athanas.
Yeah.
Athanasius.
I'm calling you Athan for short. Athan, you're really good with fish heads, right? Like you guys do a lot of fishing and stuff. Maybe you'll know what to do with this one. And I hand him a bag, like a backpack. It's got like a head in it. Do you know any,
do you have
you're
this?
a cleric, right? You know, anybody can help us talk to this head? Hopefully it says more than nah.
That's a good point.
I'm not from here.
None of us are from here, Trilby.
So why would you think?
Well, we need a
I would
cleric, so that means
possibly
you're the
know?
least not from here.
I don't think that is how geography works.
I would be the most not from here. Also, as to your comment about fish face, no, I might be green, but I am not fish face. That would be the Merfolk. Completely different.
You smell the same.
All right, we get our
Alright,
food.
so-
We head over to
so-
the table to eat. If you
Yeah.
guys would join me.
Yeah.
I've now got the
Fine.
master raid on the table, so
Yeah.
you guys
that-
can
yeah, at
investigate
that
him
point,
if y'all
yeah,
want to
at
do
that
anymore.
point, your server comes back and he hands you like a menu, and it's got like your basic like meats and stuff, salted meats.
Okay, I look at it, and he gives me the menu. He goes, and I go, I'll take it. Slap the menu on the table and walk over to join my
You'll
friends.
take what? Everything?
On the double, please.
Okay. So he's got to go back into the back to get.
I'm gonna get stuck with the bill again, aren't I? It always happens.
Well,
Nilfi,
have
that
all the-
guy,
you have
he
all the
always
gold.
orders everything, eats a little of it, and then leaves, and I get stuck with the bill because I'm passed
Well-
out drunk at the table.
You have all the gold right now.
Do I have any?
Yeah.
I have.
You have
50
3 gold masks. That's what I'm referring to.
I have 50 gold coins.
I'm referring to the gold masks, but you
Oh,
being rich themselves also. That
okay. I shrug and I'm like, well, I mean, I could tip with gold masks. I wonder if they accept gold masks
Just make
here.
sure to keep the one with the name on it.
yeah.
You shut up, DM. You let me make my own choices.
I mean, yeah, you can lose it. You can lose it. That's up to you.
I'm kidding. I get it. I'm gonna play along. I'm just messing
And it's
with you.
gone.
I would just
Rah!
friendly advice. Now you can
Alright,
choose not to
so-
follow it. I'm just giving you friendly advice.
I'm just
So-
messing with you.
You've discovered where the name belongs to. We need to discover why. That's what I'm curious about. And you want to interrogate a severed head. That is the
I
game
look
plan?
at Eighth and I'm just like hushing up Nilfer. I'm like, we've already figured out our next plan. It's just a matter of how long do we want to hang here before we head on over?
Let
I'm
us
just-
feast, and then we can go.
All right.
I'm just
Okay, we're gonna go in
curious,
for a feast.
but-
We're not in a rush.
Okay.
But why are we even bothering? We're supposed to be going to the ship.
So let's skip forward about like an
Yeah.
hour. Like everybody's stuffed, and I'm sitting there like pounding on the table. I'm like, go, 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 go. I'm trying to get Nilfer to drink too many ales.
Yeah.
So Nilfer, if you're gonna go for it, maybe
I'm
make
actually-
a Constitution check to see if you can.
I don't think I'm gonna drink that much because
handle
I'm
your
a
booze?
I'm a holy man, so I don't. My body's a. I just wanted something to wet my whistle.
Okay, I'm gonna try and persuade you now. No,
Oh, okay,
deception. I'm trying to
are you
get you to. I'm trying to get you drunk.
Persuade me.
So I
Persuasion?
want to deceive you and tell you that it is a holy beverage.
Oh, that's a good. Oh,
Whoa.
fuck me!
I got a 28.
And I would. What would I use to
Probably
fight that?
Insight.
Insight. I don't think I can. I don't have a +8, so even if I get a 20, I'm only at 21.
So I think
A holy ale.
some drinks.
I whack some bullshit tale about how the ale is made from hops grown in a golden like hop field and it's blessed by Erebos.
Yeah, it's like a holy ale. Incredible.
Is that kind of
Look,
Is
look,
that
look,
kinda
look,
like a
look,
holy
look, look,
cow?
look, 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 look.
Now Constitution saving throw or you
Yeah.
get poisoned.
Oh gosh.
So you're gonna be drunk and stumbling for the rest of this mission.
20.
Oh,
Oh, good
no! What
Oh.
did you drunk?
So delicious.
In fact, you feel you feel a little bit inspired.
Oh.
Oh.
I will do everything in the name of Erebos.
Yeah. You feel
In
Yeah,
fact,
inspiration.
You feel inspired for
fact.
feel stronger.
I'm
in
upset.
fact-
I'm visibly upset that he's not drunk now. So I'm like, you ready to go, Ethan?
and then I take like. In fact, I'm going to complete his mission.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's wander around town and see if we can
let
get
me
into
get
some
you guys
trouble.
back to the town's map.
Or once again, we could just go to the boat.
We're headed there. We're headed there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the number 6 is the boat. Port of Miletus. Miletus. Well, hold on. We're not headed to the ship.
Yeah. We're
Aren't
headed.
Are we gonna go talk to the sage?
Yeah, we're gonna go find the sage.
Kea?
Sage.
Or we could just say fuck the story and get on the ship and make our own
Yeah, it's up to
adventure.
you.
I want to go find Kea. I have to go assassinate.
I'm
gosh,
indifferent.
He wants to go murder.
I do.
That would be interesting.
So, then what's your vote? What's your vote? We're like in the alleyway, just kind of like arguing with each other about where are we going first.
Well, he wanted to go to the boat, and then you want to go to the boat, and that's 2-1.
I want to talk to a cleric and get this head talking. So are we just gonna play rock paper scissors?
I tell you what, you want to go talk to a head, you want to go talk to a sage, fight it out. 3,
Yes.
2, 1,
Talk.
go.
Oh, just roll
Rock,
a d20.
paper.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, high roll 20. That makes more sense for timing reasons.
10.
Ooh,
Ha!
fuck you.
Fuck you.
I said, damn it.
And I guess we're going to
There's
talk
not enough
to a
time in the day. And I take this bag and I drop it, and just before it hits the ground, I punt this fucking head down an alleyway.
Oh. And you hear like this very loud squish. It's like.
It just.
I'm so angry.
I suppose we're going to see a
I
sage.
suppose so.
All right.
Which works out perfectly because I just like fixed everything for that to make sure it works.
All right, we'll take us there. Where's the sage at? Where do they give me directions?
Edge of town.
Down. Yeah. Yep. So let us go.
Let me send y'all there.
Oh, that's tiny.
Oh yeah, it's a small.
Yeah, can we fix the bars real quick before we go any further? I'm not rushing you. I'm just saying before we get into another fight.
Oh, no. There's not a fight here, unless you
So you'll double click on the token, and then to the right of bar 1, bar 2, and bar 3 on each one, you're gonna highlight it, and there should be like 2 options, like make visible to everyone, and then there's a drop down that says visible to editors only. Change that to visible to everyone, and you're gonna do that for all 3 bars for all 3 characters.
I'm sorry, you lost me.
Okay, so double click on one of the tokens to open it up, the options. And then, so you see like all the different options on the right, there's like the green, blue, and red bar. To the right of them, there should be a little information bar. If you highlight it, it'll pop open.
Little information bar.
Kind of like that box where you could say, make name visible to NPCs. There's like something, there's like a pop-up on the right.
Oh,
I think it's the rightmost thing.
Well,
the furthest to the rightmost thing.
The rightmost thing is the token bar.
Yeah, it should be to the right of that. There should be like a.
There's some stuff lower, like the token aura, the token bar options. Yeah, and then I got my GM notes.
It's a little difficult for me because I can't see it. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what. We'll just work with it for now, and then after the session, I'll help you fix it.
The way this map is set, the squares are just going to be off a bit, just because I had to quickly find this map.
It's fine. All right.
Let me also bring in our Kea. You know, got to be able to buy some cars. Because we'll see you in a Kea. So that's her.
The renowned oracle that we found in Miletus, Kea. Kea is also known for being extremely critical of Varyas' satirical comedy. Oh. Something in common. The Satyr's Half-Horn.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the place?
That's the name of the play she was critical of.
And Varyas is the name of the Satyr?
Varyas is the name of the author, who is somebody that has been referenced a bit so far. I'm trying to get her the same size as you guys.
So this author is the funny guy she's critical of?
Yeah. And I'm trying to get her to be the size of you guys, but she won't shrink. Usually it's been just popping normally.
The reason why she's not shrinking is because the grid, she's already a medium-sized token on this grid. Technically, we're too small.
Let me fix that.
Here's what you can do. Instead of doing that, because it'll make them huge. I think if you just hold Alt when you change the size, it won't snap to the. It won't snap to grid. Yeah, so you can just make us all a little bit smaller and fit us in.
Look natural. Yeah, there we go. There you go. All right.
So Varyas is an author.
Varyas was an author, but he's also known for other stuff.
Can I do a history check? Like, what is he an author of, or does it not matter?
Play. That's his own.
Oh, the play's name is Haters Half Horn.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. All right, so you guys approach.
Okay, I might use that against her. Is what I'm saying. All right.
So as you guys approach this,
she looks like Sydney.
That was not intentional.
Right.
That's actually, I just found this really old painting of a oracle. So yeah, you come up on this ivy-covered home that's kind of small. It's kind of leaning up against the wall of the polis, and so I guess you approach the door. You don't quite see her yet.
I shrug against Nilphenathus and I say, "You guys think there's anything strange about this place? Does it look awkward to you?"
Other than possibly
giving me the willies.
Most of the homes of you Drylanders seem odd to me. Why would you ask me such a question?
Do you live in Kelp? You keep saying this stuff about Drylanders.
Yes.
I'm starting to be offended.
Do you live in a snail's shell? Like, what's up?
Some snails are large, but I myself do
not. Interesting. Yes, tell me more about where you live, where you come from.
Can I see her through the window?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're investigating, and I'm just talking to him, like, just getting him talking about himself.
Kind of like just prepping some food. It's getting pretty around dinner time.
Okay. Is she near a window?
No.
Are you gonna spook her?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to knock on the door, I guess.
Who is it? What do you want?
I have a delivery for Sage Kaya.
Shit, this is where we should have dropped the head.
I wasn't expecting anything.
I present her with a mask that has I show her the inside of the mask that has her name on it. Are you Kaya?
Yes.
I force my way into her house, forcibly. Just
excuse me. And who might you be?
To be
so rude and barge into someone's home, especially an oracle.
She should have seen it coming. Ooh! Boom!
If you have business with me, you can wait until morning like the rest of my customers.
Well, that would possibly be if you were still alive. We have stopped an assassination attempt on you. My question is, why are you being assassinated?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about that mask there? Let me see. I don't know what you're... It does look interesting, though. That is... Oh, it's a returned mask.
Yes.
You're lucky, because now you're getting the consultation fee waived. Because now you've intrigued me.
I kind of peek in the door and I'm like, no, all it means you should charge him. After all, if you don't make people pay for your time, then nobody will respect you.
Well, it seems that whatever he wishes to learn, it involves me, which, so that changes things.
Well, then you should pay us. Persuasion.
Yeah.
You know, to as much as I hate
Ah!
as much as I hate to say this, I have
How
to
bad
agree
does
with
she
you
want to know
all
what this is
very
about?
thing.
Fine, I will pay you what my consultation fee is, but I will give it.
Are you expensive?
But I will give it to neither of you two because you are rude. I will give it to this man right here. Here you go. Here's 3 gold pieces.
Oh, she's cheap. Not a good oracle.
And as for you two will wait outside while I tell this man here what is on the mask.
I was gonna do that anyways.
So, out with you, Mr. Giant.
Very well. I stop Athanasius on the way in. I'm like, listen carefully to what she says, and perhaps this trip might be shorter than we think. I don't mean that threatening to him. I mean that threatening to her.
Which is why you're being kept outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
So
literally, for the record, Athanasius most of the time is standing here looking very bored, and he kind of rolls his eyes like, "If I must."
well, yeah,
Fine.
you're the face now.
Yeah.
Go.
Because everybody else was rude to her.
However, side mission, perfect distraction, and she's put me out of her field of view, which is a big mistake.
Yeah, it's just a
side
heads up, Matt,
mission.
it's going to be a little tilty, so just wherever inside the house you fit.
Yeah, while she's distracted talking to him, I got an 18 stealth. I'm going in the window and I'm having a rummage. I want to know what I can know about this lady in case we're getting set up or
Okay.
something. But you can
Yeah,
get back to
I'll
me.
get back
You
to you
can
on that.
deal with him for a while.
Yeah.
Watch my 6, Nelfie.
All right, so, may I know your name, sir? I wish.
But of course, he kind of plants his trident and bows. I am Athanasius.
Ah, pleasure meeting you. I am, as your friends have obviously laid out, I am Kia. It seems that this mask here has something important. Let me see if I can figure out this cipher here. Let's see.
Do you mind if I sit down
Oh,
while
absolutely,
you're doing
of course. Would you like some tea?
that? No, thank
Okay.
you.
Let's see. Well, it seems no wonder nobody else was able to, none of your crew was able to figure this out. There's some letters that have been removed from the message. And they're not exactly in a pattern that makes sense.
I'm going to regret asking this question, but what do you mean?
Well, you see, and she shows you the back and the glyphs that, this is the first time you're seeing the glyphs because they haven't really shown you the glyphs. But you see like all these glyphs on the back with her name being the only thing that's clear. And she's like, well, you see all this is all a cipher and a pattern. But it seems that in the writing of it, there's some letters that have been removed in a indeterminate order. And so that's going to make this a little harder to decode, even with magic. But let me see what I can do. Orestes. Followers. Silence. Aha. I got the first stanza. Here you go. Hid from eyes of mortals and gods, lies wither in Orestes' rot.
Do you have a handout, or do I need to write that down?
Yeah, you're gonna. I'll add it. I actually can add it to the. I have it for the. It's on the mask. Make sure it appears correctly.
You can always do the old new handout, paste the text in there, save it, and just hit show to players or something.
Now it should have the first message.
It's
okay. Hid from eyes of mortals and gods, lies wither in Orestes' rot. Figured that out, Anoth.
Yeah. Well, that kind of makes sense. So I think what the line of the verse is referring to is the Court of Orestes. It's this legendary tomb of one of Phenax's earliest followers. He's said to be a master thief and an oracle. He foresaw who would become returned.
Interesting.
It seems that in order to figure out the rest of this, you're going to need Phenax's silence.
Which is what exactly?
It's actually not known. We don't really know much about the actual object, or if it's just merely a poetic flourish. We just know that it exists, according to the myth.
So we have to track down something that people don't know if it actually exists from a verse on the back of a mask that you don't really know.
So the verse.
Did I get that right?
So the verse is basically leading you to the tomb of Orestes, to the tomb of Orestes, where you're probably going to find the next piece of the puzzle.
Oh, fun. It's a scavenger hunt.
Well,
speaking of scavenging,
well, I rolled in the background, and oh boy, you did not find anything.
No clues about her personality? Do I find like personal effects that suggest she really is who she says she is? I don't find like the body of the real Kea back here, do I?
From what you can tell, this is Kea. Her house is pretty average. I mean, I rolled a 4. What do you expect?
Okay, I'm back out the window.
You found basically her just a little bit of like what's left of her life savings. She's not doing well financially currently.
I will leave a gold on the table, 3 gold, her fee, and then I go back out the window. And Nilfi's been looking out for me, so I rib him, and I'm like, oh man, she's a freak. I found weird stuff in there.
What?
I'll tell you about it later. All right, snap back to Anathema.
See, if she is being a target for assassination, this must be the reason why. We must stop her.
So actually, as you say that, she's basically finished with Athanasios, and she's kind of guiding him out, and she's like, oh, well, now that I know some of this information, it actually makes sense of why my name is on the back of that. So, Phenax is like, you know the god Phenax. Well, Varyas is one of his followers, and Varyas loved to play pranks on me, especially since I, ripped his play a new one. Deservedly, it's not that great. He thinks it.
Insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
She thinks all this shit is about a prank?
Go ahead.
9?
Yeah, so, yeah, she's pretty convinced.
I buy it? Okay.
I wouldn't put it past him. He was pretty petty. So, he was a priest. What do you...
Sounds like my kind of guy.
He couldn't take a joke and,
Oh, a priest. Where is he?
Well, last I heard, was dead, but I think now, based on this clue of this mask, I think he's back, because I think he's returned, but,
Oh, wait, so you think that a dead guy is pranking you?
Yeah.
He is one of the holy chosen by Erebos.
Technically,
I must complete his mission. I pull out my greatsword.
Now, I'm like, I kind of believe her, but I also now I'm confused because I'm like, these returned can't like speak, but it's this one in particular pulls a prank.
Well,
Nilfer, does that make sense to you?
Know their languages in light.
Nilfer, I'm confused. Think for me. Go.
I mean, a lot of them know the languages that they knew in life, so it's strange that the ones you came across didn't know anything, but maybe they were lower return that had just come back for the first time.
So, I have to point something out, Trilby. You just said that a dead guy is pulling a prank, but he's not actually dead if he's returned.
Yes and no. But, it's one of those complicated situations where technically you're dead, but you're not. You're undead, I guess, at this point.
So what's the most actionable clue that we extract from this?
Basically, you know that you.
We're going to a
Yes,
tomb.
and actually, she's like, so she presents this now publicly to YouTube, and she says, "Look, I guess I can lead you down the right path because you're gonna have to go through. You're gonna have to go down the Kaistanos River and towards the Katachon Mountains, and you know that you're gonna need them."
So I hand her a map. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
give me
I'll
a
give
path,
you a path.
and then I guess we'll head to the boat
Yeah,
after
the
this.
boat will. Yeah, a boat will actually get you down the right way. In fact, because you could go this way, and she kind of lines out like to where you go into the water, into the Siren Sea, and then
So
Finally,
tomb?
we're going to the boats. The thing
Is
that
this
I asked to do
so? Is this
before.
tomb a well-known place, or
the court of Orestes is, considered holy, holy ground. Not a lot of people have gone there. In fact, it's been lost to history for the most part. Like I'm basically giving you.
But you know where it is.
Well, I'm basically giving you general directions.
Ground if you actually believe in the rest of us being the god.
All right. So we'll take the boat down the river, bumble in the bushes for a while, and look for a tomb.
And then if you find anything interesting, come back with it. I would love to figure out what's going on with this. I am now intrigued. Of course, I cannot leave my house. I have a business to run.
Speaking of which, he walks over and hands her back the 3 gold that she gave him.
Oh, thank you. Well, in fact, if you do find anything interesting, I am willing to offer a reward of 200 gold. Per character to each of you.
Hold on. How are you living in such a poorly kept little cottage when you just have 600 gold just lying around?
I rib you, and I give you like a nod. I'm trying to intimate to you that she's broke and I don't buy this.
Well, I'd have to dip into my life savings, but I can make it work. You're telling me that as a supposed holy man, you would not be interested in such historic artifacts?
It's not the historical artifacts. It is how you are planning to. To pay us for such a job.
I just want to get to the boat.
Look, this guy's got a hard on for boats. Let's just get out of here. Thanks, lady. I like your hair. We're going.
One more thing.
Better be a quick one more thing.
You know, I just make sure to go into town and check for any other information, before you head out, just be safe. Because you're going into territories not a lot of people have gone to.
Yeah, she makes a good point. We should, pick up some rope.
Some rope, maybe some rumors.
Some rope. I don't know. I kind of like wandering headlong into danger too, so either way. All right, I close the door in her face.
Ooh, okay.
From the outside. I'm done talking to her.
All right.
Well, I'll open the door, look at her, shake my head, and casually walk out.
Yeah, because you were still inside, yeah. All right. So you guys leave.
All right. Somebody else can decide what we do next.
Okay,
you want to get some supplies and rumors, or just fucking go?
Well, what was the mission that she wanted us to do exactly?
She gave us directions to a tomb downriver.
Right. Okay. So do you want to do that, or do we want to get on the boat?
You can use the boat to do it.
We take the boat to go downriver to get to the tomb.
Or you could just,
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it all connects.
Okay.
It's a question of do we want to prepare or leave now?
Yeah. Let's see if we can find some supplies. I don't care about rumors. I want supplies. And yeah.
Right.
We can see what we find from the old smithy.
Just tell me what you want to buy, and we'll kind of.
The Siren's Call, is that a shop? Because it's right next to the port. Oh wow, good guess.
Yeah, it's like a little port shop. So that's where you're gonna get your rope, your food.
Let's
like,
go there.
You know, your ship supplies. Yep.
Or Ethan, you got another idea?
Well, I would like to buy some food and possibly some gear, if not a better weapon, maybe more armor.
Okay.
Because 16 for a Goliath paladin is far too low.
Yeah. That's fair.
I do want to buy 3. Question: those returned, what were they wearing? Like robes and black masks?
Basically.
I want to buy 3 robes, like 3 black
Okay.
robes. How much are those each?
That's probably gonna just cost you a gold each. They're not gonna be. Actually, no, they'd be even cheaper than that. I'd say.
I'll pay a gold each. I don't care.
Because it's gonna be. You're basically just buying. You know.
All right, and I basically already got a grappling hook, water skin, rope, and a forgery kit.
And you've got enough masks for the party, so you guys could just pretend to be.
Yeah, you're giving away my thing. That's my play. Okay, what are you guys doing?
I told you exactly.
Yeah, he wants armor. Okay, well, what?
Well, what is your armor now, and what's the next step up, and how much would that cost, Caleb?
I think I have chain on.
Let's see. The next step up.
Armor gets pretty pricey.
Pricey as you, especially past chain. Let's see. Armor.
Let's see here. Gameplay, character, here.
The next step up would be,
I am wearing chain.
So, yeah, you're wearing chain. And what's the highest you can wear? You can go heavy.
All right, yeah, I go heavy.
The next one up, I think, is breastplate, which is medium. That brings you to an AC 14. And
wait, are you wearing heavy or medium?
Medium.
This brings me this. No, I'm wearing a heavy.
Oh yeah, chainmail. Sorry.
There's chain shirt and chain mail.
It's chain mail.
Up is
scale, maybe. Splint. 17.
Going from 16 to 17.
How much is it for a suit of splint?
So the base cost is 200, which means it would probably be.
I've got 44 and some gold masks. How much do you got?
220.
Gold?
Yeah, gold.
Or silver?
Yeah, how much gold do you got?
Nope. What's that?
I'm like turning out your pockets.
What the fuck? No. This is a ripoff. Yeah, I'm broke.
Well, what's your weapon? Do you want a better weapon?
Man of the Lord does not need that kind of currency.
What's your weapon right now?
Great sword.
How much does it cost around these parts to get a weapon silver treated?
Let's see.
100 gold, 200 gold, something like that.
About 150.
I can split it with you. You got some money?
I do not. I have merely the 40 silver from before.
Jeez.
I kind of want to do the 3 gold mask, 3 robes play.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're just gonna have to wait on a silvered sword.
No, I'll just see if I can't find. Even when I play regular RPG video games, I prefer finding stuff than buying stuff.
I was thinking at least one silvered weapon in case we encounter certain enemy types would be great, but yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, you're more likely to. You'll be fine.
All right.
Ethan, are you gonna do any shopping before we roll out? This is your chance.
I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. Then up to the booth then.
Well, I'll ask the shopkeep real quick before we go. I'll kind of spitball a little bit and see kind of like what he knows about this this tomb or anything about the river, like any dangers or hazards we should be aware of. Any special way we should prepare?
Oh, you're gonna try to find the tomb?
Well, seems that way.
Is there a particular reason you're going that way? I don't even know.
Oh no, relatives.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got a postcard. Told me to come visit.
That's strange. Because most people don't even know where it's at.
Yeah. Well, don't ask
like,
questions.
We know it's relatively up the river somewhere, but it's hard to
Any hazards? Risks?
You're probably
Pirates? Monsters?
You probably run into some monsters. Let's see. Let me roll a d6 for me.
Okay. I got 5.
5. Well, I've heard about groups of gold-masked return from Odunos that have been harassing travelers, demanding to know if anyone's seen a returned wandering around, by themselves.
There's a group of masked marauders looking for returned?
A group of gold-masked return from Odunos looking for a return that's just wandering by themselves, yeah.
For a returned. Yeah. Oh, well, that's old news to us.
Oh, did you find them?
I look at Ethan and I'm like, we're pretty sure we figured that one out.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, they won't be looking for him anymore.
Athanasius kind of turns to the guy behind the counter and goes, yeah, and just kind of points off in a direction. Pretty sure the dude's head's laying in the alley back there. The furball over here kicked it, and he just walks out the door.
Well, since you mentioned that you're going up the Kaistonos River, I've heard that Perforo's wrath shook the mountains and dammed the river. Now villagers downstream suffer as their fields and herds lack the water they need to survive. So, there's a little bit of danger there. The river itself is damned by the gods.
Are there any temples or rites that we should partake in before we go so we don't incur the wrath of these loathsome gods?
I would say just, say your, go make your usual rites to your gods, respectively, and they should protect you.
All right, Nilfi, let's go get on Ethan. Make sure he does his prayers, and let's go.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Of course.
I flip him a silver coin.
Thank you.
And on the way out, I roll sleight of hand, see if I grab anything good.
All right, let's see what you get.
What do I get with an 18?
That's what I'm...
I guess you should roll perception to see if you bust me first.
Oh, no, you're good. Let me see what we can get.
A spyglass, maybe?
Yeah, I need an item chart. That would be nice. I like item charts. They make for easy, in this situation.
In the player's handbook, it'd be under, adventuring gear and tools.
It would be, in the equipment section? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think I found it. Yeah. Let's see. We'll go with some adventuring gears. You'll pick up something in the adventuring gears since you're at that type of shop. Rolled a 18. So let's give you something that's expensive.
I know spyglasses are really expensive. That's why I was gonna try to steal one.
Yeah, you got a magnifying glass. Go for it. Yeah.
A spyglass is different. That's the telescoping
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's 1,000 gold. Yeah. You got a spyglass.
As I say, I have one, but okay.
Oh, you've already got one?
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were gonna get one or not because they're such expensive starting gear.
It's 1,000.
Well, let's say this is how you got it then. This is how you got it.
No. We'll say that he has it, and I'll give you a potion of healing.
Fucking A, yeah. All right, one of those.
Potion of healing.
Okay, and I'm out of here. Ethan, I'm like, all right, man, let's, you got any fish people rights before we hit the water?
What's that?
Can I get some rations?
Rations,
like
get
food?
some rations. That's gonna just cost you 5 gold to get the month's worth that you'll need. Because you're, gonna be running a ship.
Right. I look over at Trilby and tap him on the shoulder, and I'm like, "Would you happen to have 5 gold by chance?"
I just put 5 gold in your pocket earlier when you weren't looking. And there's a note. You pull the gold out of your pocket. And there's a note. You go and flip it, and it says, "Buy yourself something nice, Trilby."
Food is quite nice, thank you, sir.
And so.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I give him the 5 gold.
And so by the way, the ship that you're going to, and the reason that Athanasios is so excited about it, it's because he has the deed to the boat that you guys are getting. So,
Oh.
so it's your boat.
Fucking A.
Oh.
Ethan, I
no.
was asking you if there was any rites you wanted to perform before we hit the water.
Oh, did we?
Not that
Oh,
I'm
okay.
aware of.
Did you have a name for the boat you want to give it? By the way. Okay.
Give me a minute.
The Equinox.
And that can be a party discussion, by the way. That's not just
So I'm going to pray to Erebos for the regular wholesome prayers, saying like, protect us on this journey, and may we live long and finish our mission with his guiding light to protect us.
All right. Go ahead and give me a religion.
Let's see here. Oh no! Stop. Okay, there we go. Religion. 4.
Okay, cool. I'll save that for later.
Sounds good. And all this fits within canon. It's kind of perfect.
Ethan, you're the man in charge now. We're with you. We're headed down the docks to your boat.
So, you've seen him be very kind of nonchalant. As soon as he lays eyes on the boat, it's like a completely different
Comes to life.
person is standing in front of you. He is smiling. He's happy.
Teeth
he's looking at it,
gleaming in the sun.
He's like walking over and like patting the side of it. And it's like, okay, baby, we're gonna do great things. Like he completely changes when he puts his hands on a boat.
How big is this boat? Is this like a
I'm
sloop
about
or
to,
a?
send you to it. If this map will work with me. Once again, I'm having map issues. There we go.
You got a crew? Have we been on this boat
No.
before, or this is like the first time we're with you on your boat? Okay. Do you have a crew?
Yeah, it's the guys that were with you on the journey. Let me pick them up. They're at the bar still.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't let him get killed.
He was the boss. So he's the boss that we're following this whole time. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, let me get them over there with you.
I was completely unaware that I was going to be the captain of the ship, so that was kind of.
I assumed you were the captain.
I had no idea.
I decided at the last minute.
Well,
It was either going to be James or you.
And so somebody had to be the captain, and so.
Okay.
You got somebody to swab the deck too, because you got a little cabin boy.
I wish you didn't say it like that.
It's the correct term, cabin boy. Get used to it. And yeah, so there's your crew. Do we have a name?
I voted the Equinox, but I don't care.
I'm actually okay with the Equinox.
Perfect.
That works for me.
So it's the Equinox. All right, and you guys have your heading. It is. Let me pull up the map for you guys. So this is. Now we're on the world map.
You're gonna draw us a little squiggle line of where we are and where we're going.
Be like Indiana Jones. You're gonna get a little squiggle line as we go.
Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 da,
So you guys
da.
are starting obviously here, and if you zoom in a good bit, you can see that there's a river right under it. And so you guys are. You can choose to try to actually. You guys are actually starting here because that's where the harbor is.
Yeah, where are we headed?
So you need to go. Let me start drawing. Freehand. So you guys have to go kind of this path. And then somewhere along this way, you'll either go north.
I can't see anything.
If you zoom out a bit, I went. And then somewhere.
Yeah, so we're at Melody. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It just popped up. Okay, so we're going to the harbor and then up the Data River.
Yeah.
Roundabouts.
Yeah, and then somewhere at the end of this point is where the secret path towards the actual thing is. Yep.
Okay. Does anything happen on the way?
Yeah, there's
or
gonna
we
be there's
we
gonna
just
be
make
stuff
it
on the way. So
Okay, so you
'cause
could
this
draw
is
like
a- yeah,
an
'cause this-
X where event is
'cause
gonna
this is a
happen.
3-day journey. So
So we leave Melodis Harbor. Do we make it to Data like uneventfully? Is it up that big river, the Data River that we start to encounter
you'll be fine
trouble?
at the harbor. If you want to stop at the harbor one last time, you can.
I don't think we need to, but Athenos, you're the captain. Do you need to stop for supplies? Do you want to do some RP with your crew before we go up the river?
No, I mean I'm good. I feel like starting off we would be pretty well supplied and whatnot. As far as the crew, he's pretty much just kicking them all in the ass for getting piss ass drunk after the fight.
Yeah, made you guys do the fight.
And then yeah, and then literally he's chewing them out for getting drunk and then handing them.
So you guys did your first stop.
Hmm.
And
Good cop and bad
actually,
cop.
you said you didn't stop, so we're gonna actually undo.
Well, we had to pass through the port to go up the
Yeah.
river anyways, so.
So I guess you do stop.
We went to the port even if we didn't undock
Yeah,
and stuff.
So like maybe you parked there for the night, just to make sure you like didn't have to worry too much about sailing throughout.
Yeah, we want fresh light when we go
Yeah.
up the river.
And so, yeah, so you guys start to go up the river, and it's
Tell me about the locale, the landscapes that we passed by.
actually, I wanted to present. I mean, I've made it the poster for the. It was the poster for the adventure, but that was the seawall, which is the big harbor that you guys initially left at Melitus.
Oh, are you gonna show us the sea gate with the two big
Yeah.
statues? Let's see
let me
that.
throw that in there. It's accidentally gonna go over the map, but that's fine. Gonna have to zoom out.
Zooming out a lot too.
So that's I'll remove it afterwards, but yeah, this is it.
Yeah, that's where we just left, right?
Yeah,
Because I remember seeing the circular shape at the
that's
docks.
where you came out from, because basically your ship would have been somewhere back there, and then you would have pulled out, and that would have been your exit. You would have seen the gate essentially open because it's an actual gate, and so it would have been open.
So I guess while we're headed upriver, we got a lot of downtime. So one of the things that I do is I find like the main mast and I wrap rope around it, and I just claw the shit out of that thing on the reg, like to keep my claws sharp.
Is there?
I'm a scratch and post.
Any discussion about your characters you guys want to make with each other? Get to know each other at this point?
It sounds like Ethan just wants to get there.
I mean, now's a great time to get to know each other.
Yeah, and also, it's dawned on me that we have not actually given any kind of description of what you see when you look at the other people.
Okay, I assumed we all looked at each other's art,
Yeah,
but I'll go. So, Trilby, he's kind of like an orange cat, little stripes here and there. I got like really wiry whiskers, like I've had too much caffeine, and I could just go off any moment. And I'd say we've been traveling together just long enough that you know that I like to get in trouble, and then when you guys come to my rescue, I fuck off and it's your problem now, type of guy. So
the worst.
Yeah.
That's me in a nutshell. This guy is some kind of weird, like, I figure he's like a cultist.
Yeah.
But he refuses to admit it,
looks like
kind
he's
of
got
thing.
the overgrown beard and stuff going. He's a giant.
Half giant.
Yeah. Doesn't know much about his family.
So he's only half stupid.
Doesn't know much about his family. He's kind of just left at the church.
But he is very.
I'd leave you too if I looked like that.
He he's very hopeful and happy because he has religion in his heart, and
Ugh, the worst.
yeah, so he has like the biggest goofiest smile. Actually, I have a. Where is he?
Yeah, because I used the
Oh,
D&D
gosh, what-
Beyond picture you chose, but that doesn't show the smile. So
Yeah. Happy. No. Did you? No. Did you? I
oh, did
updated
you?
it. Did you see it?
Oh,
Hold up. I'll put in the. I'll
yeah,
put in
I'm
the
gonna have to
Discord.
update your
Oh,
mini.
that's the wrong button. Discord. Boop, and then bloop, and then
Bleep,
where
blop, bloop.
are you? Is this the right one? Bleep, blop, bloop. Theros. There we are. And this is me. If I would, the send button would go.
What's going
Where's
on?
the send button?
Oh,
There it goes.
yeah,
They're having a what?
that's new.
Why are they staring at each other like that?
That is World of Warcraft. Is what that is.
I'm gonna have to put that into the. Let me put that into here.
I think it's actually League of Legends.
That's you? Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can get it into here.
Fun.
Come on.
While you're doing that, so Athanasios is actually kind of unusual for a Triton. They're usually pretty short. He's 6 foot tall. And like he's walking around most of the time in a breastplate, and when he goes into battle, he is wielding a trident and a net, which is not a usual combo for most people. But then again, tridents aren't that.
Ah, because we eat fish. Obviously, the fish eat landlubbers.
There we go.
That's the net for.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You can keep going. I just trying to build off of it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's like I said, that's him. I mean, as you can tell, most of the time he seems pretty bored with most things that don't involve ships and the sea.
Okay. So I.
It's like the fun part's about to be over. Then we're getting back off the boat
we're
soon.
staying near. Well, we'll be at least near the boat. So yeah. So as you guys kind of continue along your journey, a shallow valley lies amid the rise and fall of the foothills that you're kind of going through on the river path. At the dale's far edge stands a great rock outcropping that looks vaguely like a satyr's face. The stones weep a steady flow of water, which spreads into a serene sky-blue pond. Willows grow along the water shore, gently swaying in a light breeze.
Question. This rocky outcropping that looks like a satyr, does one of the horns look damaged?
Yes.
Did you just rip off of me, or was that pre-established?
You may never know.
Okay, so I see the satyr with the fucked up horn, and then I tap Nilfy, and I'm like, I show him my notepad, and I'm like, yo, this Varyas guy totally wrote a play called "The Satyr's Half Horn." Supposedly he sent her that mask. I think she wanted, or I think he wanted her to come find this place.
Well, go ahead and make a history check. All three of you.
I'm gonna run out of luck soon. This.
Who?
You got 16.
Roll what history?
All right.
19.
So, Trilby and Nilfear, you both kind of recognize this as the storied pool of Lith. Tales tell that the pool's sweet blue waters grant visions of the drinker's deepest desires, and sometimes even fulfills those desires.
I'm like, watch this. Hey, Ethan, come here.
What now?
I just, I don't know if you've heard about this, Ethan. You go all over the place. Maybe you haven't heard of this local custom, but so I get some kind of like receptacle. I scoop up some of the water, and I pour it into like a container for him, and I hand it to him like, well, it's tradition. You pass by these parts, you have a drink, and then you tell your friends about what you desire the most.
I look at him. I look at
rib
Trilby
you. I'm
very
like, shut up.
skeptically. No, I just look at him like. I don't say anything. I'm just like. At this point, I'm starting to get used to his antics and understanding how he works. And I already hate it, but it is what it is.
I pass you a tanker of fresh water from the Riverdale. It's a local custom. You're supposed to drink.
Why do I feel like I'm going to regret this?
I think you'll have fun.
He takes a drink.
All right. Well, let me.
And now what?
Give
I
me
drank it.
a. I'm looking.
We're gonna learn something
Yeah,
about
I
you.
gotta figure out which kind of check it is. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. It's in my notes. Give me a const.
Is it to
give me a
not be poison?
Yeah,
That'd be
it's a
Constitution.
All right. You.
I critically
Yeah.
failed.
So, give me.
Poisoned is also the condition for like being high and stuff. It's not always like you're dying poison.
So, take 2 levels of exhaustion.
What the fuck?
That's a lot.
Oh my
That's
god!
so much.
I killed the captain almost.
Oh my gosh.
He just like withers, and I'm like.
And it just happens right in front of our eyes. He doesn't even notice. It's like, I'm getting really tired. It's just kind of happening. We're like,
I would notice that, right?
Yeah. So, well.
But does he see shit, or does he just get withered?
You start to hallucinate.
Okay, good. I want to listen in.
So kind of just, tell me a little bit about your desires.
Tell us about your deepest desires.
So a thing about Tritons, they kind of tend to obsess about one particular aspect of drylander life. Athanasius is really odd. He obsesses about ships. Like his ultimate goal is essentially he wants to see all the different types of ships in the world and then eventually build one that's better than all of them.
So how would you envision that as like a trip?
Yeah, like what would be?
I have no idea. That's like.
Okay, let's imagine it like. So from our perspective, you're just kind of like bumbling around and like leaning on posts and like dangling and mumbling, and we're kind of picking up words here and there. But from your perspective, it's probably like you're flying through the sky, like Sasquatch, and there's just like boats flying by you, and I don't know. And then in one moment you're falling, and then the next moment you're a seagull, and then you shit on Nilfi's head.
Like you're like
why
you're just,
me?
And then like maybe at one point you'll vomit over the side of the ship.
No! If at any point
it's all in your head, you're tripping.
If at any point in time something bad would be happening, trust me, he is already holding a grudge against you. So it would be you that your head would be the one that he
next thing you see is you're a boat and you're like doing this number and you're like working your rudder trying to get like out of a pond.
Yeah.
It's just like really stupid shit. And then like snap back to reality. We're just like force feeding you like regular water, trying to get you to throw up. Like, oh my god, we killed him, Nilfi. We're killing him.
Before he can like come back to normal though, he sees like this almost like very extremely beautiful Triton standing before him and kind of guiding him into creating his dream boat. And then like 2 more start to appear. And
boats are Triton ladies.
Yeah, a bunch of Triton ladies. And they're all helping you build your boat. And go ahead and give me a perception check.
We're about to be swamped by fucking merv people.
No.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So you realize something is off though. Like these are not, how harpies normally are supposed to act. It's a little weird.
So randomly in this vision, a ton of Tritons just showed up to help me build a boat, and something about it is
Yeah, something
weird.
about the Tritons are weird. And like they don't act like they fit the culture that you're used to. And that's when you realize that you've been kind of you guys notice that he's been walking away from the boat and like onto like closer to the spring.
Like he's off the boat, or he's
trying
to get
off
off the boat?
Like he's trying to get to the spring, like because the spring goes onto land.
Now I've seen this shit before. I tie him up by the waist and I tie him to the main mast. I smack him in the face a little bit, wait for him to wake up and cool down. I take his hat, I put it on Nilfy, and I say, "Oh, you're the captain now." Till he snaps out of it.
All right, so you guys are trying to hold him down.
Oh yeah, I'm tying him down. Do I gotta do a check for that?
Go ahead and give me I need a contested strength, so he's all.
I'm gonna blow this.
Needs to do a strength check for me to contest it.
Oh yeah, I've got none of this. This is. What the?
19.
I am rolling so good tonight.
I mean, that's an athletics check. I thought you said
I have
strength.
no
athletics.
athletics.
Fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Same
really
shit, I
the
guess.
same
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Yeah. Go ahead and give me one also. Yep. Okay, so you managed to hold him down, which is perfect because
2 critical failures.
That works out perfectly for you though, because as you manage to hold him down, you see. So at this point, he's probably like tied up against here, right?
Are you doing stuff on the boat that we can't see? We're on the world map.
Yeah, I am now. I'm just now messing with the boat. Okay, so you guys kind of tied him up there, I guess, against the.
Yeah, I got him tied up to the main mast and.
All right. Well, as you do, you see 3 harpies come flying towards you.
Fucking siren songs. Is that an initiative moment?
If you.
Do we get a moment to prepare?
Talk to them first, or you can, because they're not.
Wait, they're flying at us? Are they going to talk to us? Like, my first reaction to a harpy flying at me isn't to talk to them.
Okay, well, I guess if you.
It's to swat them because I'm a
cat. Go with initiative then. Let me get the. There we go. Let me clear it.
Well, Nilf, do you say something? Go away.
Why did you take away our prey? That was the most fun we've had in weeks.
Well, it was fun for me too, but now you can't have him.
All right.
Without him, we can't drive the boat.
Let me go ahead and do their initiative then, and I guess we'll do initiative.
If you like, we have a cat that likes to steal things. He will find you lots of shinies.
We got a cat. Wait, no.
He'll find you lots of shiny things.
Well, we are looking for food.
I look at them and I look back to Nilfy and I'm like, I could eat.
We're looking for food.
Me too.
6.
What am I rolling? Initiative? 12. The stuff I'm really bad at, I roll high. The stuff I'm supposed to be good at, I flub.
I rolled the 12 as well.
Why is my room so freaking cold? Hold up.
So here's my question. Does it look like Ethan is waking up? Is he coming to, or is he still out of it? Okay. If he's free and they start siren calling, he'll jump off the damn boat. So you're still tied to it, but if you come to and I see you come to, I'll slash you free.
All right, and then you said
work
you
for
rolled out.
I'm waiting for their roll to see if I go first or not.
I had to find his.
What time of day
It's
is it? Is it day, afternoon, night?
It's like
Okay.
midday. So, let me rename that because, well, no, it's fine. That one will act as all three of them. They have different names. So there we go.
Oh shit! Wait, I go first then. Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, because Athanasios, are you gonna try to break your ropes somehow, or are you just gonna?
So I mean, my character currently feels compelled to get to them.
Yes, because
correct?
you believe that they are fellow Tritons. They just want to help you build your boat.
Then I'm gonna.
Am I like the evil capitalist that I'm like, you can't build your boat in his dreams? I'm just
Yeah.
like.
You're the human.
So,
You're
yeah.
the human that's, you know.
What would
You'll
I roll?
never be
What
good
would I
enough.
roll to try and get free?
Strength.
Strength,
Yeah.
probably.
Athletics.
Trying to burst these ropes.
Because you can't cut them because you gotta be able to reach a sword. Nope, not quite high enough.
Then that's my turn.
All right, Trilby.
All right. So I run forward. And I do that kind of like Space Jam jump off the kid. Just jump off of his shoulders. I get airborne right in front of these fucking harpies, and I thunder wave them right in the face.
All right.
So I run, I space jump off the kid, and then I'm right in front of them, and I slap like this. I'm gonna try to blast them out of the air into the water.
Right. So they're gonna need to make a.
So they all need a con save against a 14.
All right, against a 14.
Bless you, Julie.
All right. Well, this one, the top one and the bottom one are affected.
Oh, it's half damage if they succeed. If they fail, they're flying and taking 10.
And they go 10.
So the top one and bottom one got hit. Yeah, so that one's going off to the water. I don't know if they go in. That's up to you. That bottom one flies away and like slams into the I forget what the front piece is called. But I wanted to like blast them down with it. So that second one is probably going to actually hit the wood. So if you're feeling like a kind DM, that would be 1d6 falling damage.
The good news for you is just your hit alone kills them.
Oh wow. Shit.
All of them?
So they explode into like a pile of feathers like turkeys.
No, the other one, the middle one is still alive. But
right, but the other two, they just explode like
just dead.
Like pillowcases. Yeah.
And like their feathers go flying off the ship.
Yeah, so that was my maneuver, and then like I fall to the deck and I do a tumble and I kind of roll.
Okay.
Do I have a bonus action?
So
I have.
Good
start. So as I land and I roll, I pull out my my lute and I go dun 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 dun, as I and I like point to Nilfi and I'm like, get her. Bardic Inspiration.
All right. So that gives them a.
You can add a d6 to your attack roll, ability, or saving throw. So just you can add a d6 to any roll you need to make, basically.
Oh.
So
it's now the birds.
Their turn. Yeah. The birds' turn.
Harpies. And obviously, the last one is like, oh, this is not great. I didn't think this through. They start to go ahead and start to turn around and try to make way for their cave.
Throwing dagger in the axe. In the ass.
Let's see. Is that the hit, the 7? Yeah.
I missed.
Alright, and it's going to continue trying to make its way to escape.
It can go a few more. Yeah. There you go. All right, Nilf, it's up to you if you catch this thing.
You could probably make it. Let's see. Where is it at? The snap. There we go. Let's see. You could probably make it about there and be able to try to shoot at it if you have a ranged weapon.
So So I was over there at the edge of the boat, just spaced out, just enjoying the deep blue sea, and I just hear Trilby screaming out my name from like
Yeah,
the corner of
basically
my
trying
eye.
to
I'm like,
calm
huh?
your captain
And
down.
then you hear a loud thunder crack, and like you're buffeted by my thunder wave.
And I was like, oh, what? And I was
You
like,
see
I
a
look
cloud
over.
of feathers explode.
I look over and was like, oh, that's peculiar. And I look back, and then I'm like, wait, what? And I look over and I see telling me to shoot at that guy. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I just run over and I'm gonna shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
All right. What do I have to do? Because I think that's a on me one, right?
No, it's a hit.
That,
it's
no,
a to
it's
hit.
a,
Oh,
it's
a
a,
hit.
yeah. Boop.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Boing.
So 3 plus a D6, you said,
Yeah.
and D6.
I'm gonna tell you now. Don't even roll it.
is
If you get a 1, you've killed them.
Well, then
So you've killed them.
then he's dead.
Yeah. So as
4 health. Who's this?
yeah, it only had 4 left.
Sad.
It was out of 9.
Oh.
Yeah, because Trilby did most of the damage. Trilby killed 2 of them.
And then I finish off my solo from before. Dun 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 dun, and I smack you on the back. Nice kill.
And
I'm just like, what just happened?
let's see. And I'm gonna see if the captain has worn off. No,
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over and use a dagger to slash the ropes up.
After that, so the captain is starting. Yeah, you're starting to feel better, Athanasios.
Have a good nap.
So
You start to realize that this was not real.
And I'm just like very confused because again I was spaced out. It's like, what just happened? Why were we attacked by harpies? When were we attacked by harpies?
Oh, Trilby.
I'm like fixing your collar and
Well,
like
the good news.
playing with your armor and snugging you
So
up a little bit.
Yeah.
I do believe that you told me that this was a local. And as I'm talking, I'm grabbing the cat and throwing him off the side into the
Okay,
water.
well, let me see if he lands.
He just like scoop me up by my britches and throw me.
He grabs you by the
See if
nape
you
like
can get
a
your
cat.
hands
So
on
actually,
me.
perfectly enough, he ends up not inside the water, but he ends up like right at the edge where the actual land that's nearby where the pool was. So this is it.
You throw me off the boat onto shore.
Like right here.
I was aiming for
I
the water.
imagine
Dude,
he makes
you
it
got
here.
me like this, and the closer you get me to the edge of the boat, the more like I'm
But
losing
I
my
imagine
shit.
he makes it actually into water still, but it's the tainted pool.
Oh no!
But
Enjoy your drink.
as you hit the tainted pool, you notice that there's a cave where the harpies lived, and there's probably stuff there.
I call back to them. I'm like, I get up. I kind of like, my hair is like on end, and I've lost like a pound of fur from this being wrestled like this, and I'm like, oh no, there's nothing down here. I'll be back in a minute.
Deception.
I missed like the last 40 seconds. I just missed the last 40 seconds because my headset decided it wanted to power off.
Trilby got thrown off the boat onto the pool and is trying to deceive you guys into not seeing the cave with the harpies.
My turn to crit fail.
Does anybody wish to insight it?
I'd say it's perception against because I'm hoping they didn't see it.
So perception then, yeah.
They could challenge it with a
I'll be
perception
right
check.
back while you guys...
Why would he want us to not see that? Is he trying to get us to crash?
No, because it's on the side of the boat.
No, I'm trying to keep the gold for myself.
Oh, harpy gold. Okay.
I'm like, oh, there's nothing down
Captain,
here.
You, of course, see through the bowl. And so do you.
Right.
19.
There's nothing down there, like the cave that's right there.
Oh, you weren't being rude and aggressive and throwing me off the ship as a mutineer. You were helping me get down here fast.
That's a lot of gold down there.
I pull out my dagger and I run into the cave.
I will.
I can't mutiny on my
I'll
own
tell you
ship.
guys what's in there, but
No, I was mutineering.
yeah, I'll tell you guys what's in there in a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so in the cave, you guys find 39 silver pieces, 7 turquoise stones carved with the symbols of random deities that you guys are worth about 25 gold each.
Ooh.
So you guys can disperse that as you see fit.
So you said 39 and
silver.
what? Mm-hmm.
And then 7 turquoise stones that are carved with different deities that are worth about 25 gold each. So that,
I just
you might just want to write that out as let's see, it's.
I just want 3 of the
So it's 175 total, but.
Are we playing again?
I didn't realize you weren't here. So far you found a total of 39 silver pieces.
Oh, there's no adventuring in here. It's just a loot pile.
You find 7 turquoise stones that are carved with random deities worth about 25 gold each. Nilfear said
stones.
he wants 3 of them.
I want 3 of them.
That would give him 75 gold essentially.
Well, hold on. Are we gonna do the thing where like we have to trade in jewels or sell the jewels, or are you just turning everything into gold?
You'll have to trade them in.
Okay. So
is there a
before I pick, what's the total haul? Is silver pieces and gems? Is there anything else?
There's a potion of climbing.
I'm a cat. I don't need that.
What is it called again? No. The gems.
Gems parentheses 25 each.
They're just turquoise stones.
Turquoise stone. There it is.
And then a spell scroll of sleep.
Oh, I'll take the sleep. I'll take the sleep and the 3
of the
things.
7.
Yeah.
Is there a stone with pasta on it?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's nothing here that really interests me. So you get 3 stones and a scroll, and you can have the 4 stones and the 40 silver.
Okay.
And then who's taking the climbing potion?
One of them. I can climb already. You're a fish. You need climbing potion.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
If we have to go up high, we'll have to leave you behind.
There we go.
Because you're a fish.
I have 3 turquoise stones.
And then you have the. I guess you guys can split the 39 silver how you want.
No, I'm just gonna wait until there's some loot that I like, so I can call dibs. Yeah. They can just have it. I got me a harpy on a spit that I'm having for dinner.
19, Nilfear?
Yeah, I'll take. So that gives me 59 silver total.
So that'll leave 20 for Athanasios to take of the silver.
The sleep, was that a
That's
potion?
spell
No, it's a scroll.
Oh,
Level 1 scroll. Put in notes. Sleep.
Scroll of sleep. Then I have 59 silver. Ethereum, silver pieces.
Yep. And then the rest of the turquoise stones will go to Athanasios. And...
But like this loot, is it like on dead bodies or like skeletons that have been like Siren
like a
in
dragon
here?
Pile of like years and years worth of like bones and feathers and all this stuff kind of just put together, and yeah, like this was basic.
So here's the deal. I think this is actually a good place for us to let's tie off the boat, start up a roast here, cook up these birds, and have a sleep before we get anywhere, because you have 2 ranks of exhaustion, sir.
Yeah, he needs.
We need to help you get back your. You need to get some zip back in your step. I think with 2 exhaustion, that's disadvantage on abilities and attacks. That's bad. A long rest, you'll get rid of at least one of those.
Yep.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I'll pretty much tell the crew to batten down the hatches and secure the ship, set a guard rotation, all that wonderful stuff.
Yep. Okay, so you guys are gonna take some rest.
Yeah, we're gonna take a long rest in this cave.
Okay.
Head out in the morning.
All right, take the long rest, and that should
That's 1 rank of exhaustion.
Down to just 1.
Yep, it updated.
All right, let me.
That is a potent substance. If it gives you 2 ranks of exhaustion for drinking, can we do something with that?
You could. I think it's also supposed to technically poison you, but I played it out as more of a, fun little.
Poison is disadvantage on abilities and attack rolls anyway, so it's 2 exhaustion, poison, same thing. Except the exhaustion is harder to get rid of. Yeah. So do we bottle some of this up? What's the substance called?
It's the. We'll just say, we'll call it. What's the name of the pool?
Yeah. What was the name of the pool?
The pool of life. So we'll call this life water.
Life.
L-Y.
That's ironic.
Yeah, I got it. So I got a bottle of life water.
I too want a bottle.
All right.
It's probably not going to be useful, but maybe there'll be a time where we're sharing drinks with a bad guy, and I can, get the drop on him. Because I got a good sleight of hand. I can, swap cups with somebody.
Yeah.
It's like a Princess Bride.
And I'm gonna put in parentheses what it did. It's do we want to write it as 2 exhaustion or just write it as poison? Just write it as poison.
We'll have them write.
We'll do the 2 exhaustion since that's the first main effect that it does.
Okay. I made a note. 1 bottle of life water, 2 exhaustion.
It's a, just so you know, so that way it's in the notes. It's a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And you get the exhaustion for 1d4 hours. So actually, he's already done with the exhaustion after a long rest.
So it's kind of a weak exhaustion. How about this? Why don't we just call it DC 15 con save or poisoned? Because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Poisoned condition, not poison damage.
Poison condition, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wrote it as 1 bottle of life water, DC 15 con save, or poisoned.
Yeah, with the DC 15, you don't take any of that, but if you fail, then you. Yep.
Okay. All right. We wake up.
Yep. Time.
I get up a little bit earlier than Anath because I want to know what a fish does in the morning. Does he Does he stroll out to the pool and go for a flop? I don't know.
Probably not after having already felt the effects of it.
Well, I mean, I got splashed. Nothing happened to me. I think you have to drink it.
Let's see. Anybody else? Anything RP-wise getting up in the morning?
Does he make any noises in his sleep? Does he like talk about anything?
Do I have any like weird dreams or anything?
Yeah, essentially.
Well, you tell us.
Did I have any weird dreams?
It's up to you. Tell me about your character. What kind of stuff does he dream about? What do half giants dream of?
Rocks.
I guess I would be. I guess my dream would be something along the lines of me looking like a lost child looking for his parents, and then I come across a bright gold glowing figure, which would be my thoughts on who Erebos is, who gave me salvation in a time I needed it. And that's my kind of dreams that I have. Still looking for my parents, but Erebos gives me comfort in my time of darkness.
I wake up rolling my eyes and I don't even know why.
Pretty much as soon as Athanasios gets up, he goes straight to checking on the ship and getting it prepared, ready to go.
All right.
How's that kid that has space jumped off of?
Oh, he's fine. He's used to this type of antics. Yeah, I mean, cabin boys, they get picked on a lot, so Are you gonna talk to the crew, get to know any of them?
I feel like the commoners that you put on this boat are snips from a piece of Greek art that I recognize.
It probably is.
Is this the one where like I feel like these are all people centered around this guy who's like on steps coming down from like the polis or something? Is this who is that thinker guy that talked about hold on, don't tell me. Socrates? Is this the image of Socrates?
I don't remember if it had to do with him, but it's basically a bunch of people arguing in the middle of the square.
Yeah, I feel like this is Socrates. This is one of those. Anyways, you did that, right? You went to Google and you looked up like Greek art.
Yeah, I wanted to really,
I'm pretty sure that this is one of those pieces on
I
Socrates.
Really wanted us to, be in the.
I love Socrates.
Thank you, Bill, or Ted.
Why do you think you know that?
What's that?
Why do you think that is?
For what?
I'm doing the Socratic line of questioning.
No, I got you now.
All right, let's move on.
Sorry, it threw me off.
But why? Why?
How do you know that?
Why?
Why do you think that is?
Yeah. How odd.
All right, so I guess.
Where we going, Fishman?
Let me bring you guys back to the map. So the second X is where you guys stopped last. So you guys made it a little bit of the way up the river before this harpy attack. So Captain, where now?
Well, there's only two directions, forward and back.
We're either going up the river or down the river. So in this case, we're going up the river.
I'm starting to think this captaining thing is way overblown. I think I can do this.
But, it's up to you. It's up to interpretation,
I do bug you a little bit to let me drive. Like, let me get my hands on the wheel.
No.
You really should trust this to somebody with some grace, some guile.
Hey, Neil, do you want to drive the boat?
I'm insulted. I'm grievously wounded.
Sure, it would give me great peace to pilot such a great ship.
But he's an oaf. That's right. You don't touch it either. You hear that, you peasants? And I like shout out to the whole crew. I'm like, nobody can touch the wheel except for me.
I grab him by his nape.
You can definitely not touch the wheel.
They're just kind of like,
Any of them, however, can.
I'll come back when you guys are sleeping and mark the wheel.
I grab him by his nape and move him to the side.
Piss on the wheel.
He's what's it called? He's Oh God, what is it? He is marking his territory.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll do it later.
He's marking his territory with his claws.
I think there's a few times when we're on this river, like you find me like in an area by myself, and you just hear like scraping, and then you like run over and you smack me, and you see I'm like carving up the wood on the ship.
Oh God. Ugh.
He would probably legitimately just throw you off and keep sailing. Like this character, you're literally committing the ultimate sacrilege to him. Like he would.
Well, try to grab me. Try to grab me. Athletics.
There
See if
would
you
be
can
an
throw me off.
actual fight.
See if you can throw me off. Oh my God, I rolled low. You can't get your hands on me. I'm gone.
Better than me. We'll try it again later.
I duck and I go up the main mast.
All right.
I'm out of here.
I just watched them fight with each other. And I'm just like,
well,
like I'm completely don't understand what is happening. Just like, oh,
Yep.
okay.
It's all fun and games until the one time I roll a crit.
So as you guys are going up the river some more, and let me go ahead and mark how far up you guys have made it since.
To the fork, maybe?
Yeah.
Titan Stairs?
To the fork.
You live in a van down by the river.
And so, as you guys are getting up there.
Oh my God, your job is about to go from easy to slightly less easy. There's a decision to be made.
As you guys are getting up there, you notice on the actual like ridge, the actual land.
No. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like standing by him at the captain's wheel. There's this big fork ahead of us, and I'm like, nah. You see, that's where he messed up. We actually got to turn around.
No.
My map is upside down. I'm like reading it upside down.
Why would we turn around?
I grabbed the map and I'm just like,
oh, okay.
Okay, so Captain, left or
flip
right?
it back upside
left or
down.
right?
Well, before you guys make that decision,
okay.
You notice on the land a screed-choked gully runs between rugged hills, a dry stream bed that offers a route through the rising rocks. A bend in the steep bluffs hides what lies ahead, but the sound of hacking coughs comes from around this corner. And
we can hear hacking coughs past the boat.
Yeah, like on the land.
If we're supposed to go down river to the east, why the hell did we get off this boat to go talk to a diseased person?
Well, actually, he's kind of comes up upon you guys, and you see this minotaur.
You just put a fucking thumb out like he wants a ride. Like, what's going on? How did he get on the boat?
Well, because there's no land on this image. Okay, we gotta assume.
Okay, I know.
Yeah. Suspension of disbelief. Imagine there's. Oh, don't imagine that.
He's off the boat on the shore. Yeah.
And you see him, and he looks a little bit decrepit and old.
I know who this guy is. He's the Broken King, Antigonos.
And Tiganos.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
And you probably might. You actually might know who
exactly.
it is. Give me a.
I can read the name,
so
I
just in case you guys do learn the name, but
yeah, it's fine. I'll do. No, there's no reason for me to try and think, but for all I know, this is a hobo.
Yeah. Well,
you know.
You notice that he is wearing a dented crown that rests on his brow, and one of his horns ends in a jagged stump, and he's dragging a rusty great axe in the dirt. And tied to his back is a 30-pound clay amphora painted with images of warring hoplites, all of whom have had horns crudely painted on them to make them look like minotaurs.
Well, he's important because I know that that's a piece of the urn now, but I don't put that together because I'm dumb. So I like I'm standing on the edge of the ship and I'm like looking out to the shore, and I imagine and Athan and Nilfir are like on either side of me, and I put my hands up, pat them both on the back, and I'm like, okay, we're not stopping for the diseased cow, are we?
Do I notice the
bull?
The broken piece of urn on his head?
No, there's a broken crown on his head. He's got an urn on his back.
No, you said there's a piece of the broken urn that
looked. There's a clay amphora on his back.
He's like hauling around a clay pot on his
back. clay pot, I should say. And actually, as you guys are discussing this, he looks over to you guys because he rolled a nat 20 on perception. And
You can't miss a boat
yeah,
rolling
and
by
he's
either.
just like, "Oh, hey!" And he's waving you down. Hi, I am.
I wave and I'm like, bye.
Well, ho. I am.
Big boat,
I
can't
am
stop.
King Antigonos.
Hold!
I take a rope and I throw it over the edge, and I'm like, better hurry up.
So let's see.
Like so the boat's still kind of like coasting by, and there's just like a rope.
So he.
Please ignore the furball.
So he does miss. He does unfortunately miss the rope, but he says, "Look, I am on a great quest from my lord, my god Mogus. I need to reclaim my land to the east, Oraniad."
I shout out, my god's better!
Just understand something. I am not responsible for what that, and he points down at Trilby, steals from you.
That crown's mine if he gets on this boat.
That's why I said it. That's exactly why I said
I'm gonna do the Indiana Jones maneuver. Like when he's talking to you, I'm gonna like replace it with a normal hat.
Well, you see, I am, as you can see, I am sickly, and I need to have an heir to.
I told you he's fucking
I
diseased.
need an heir to my throne, and I do not.
You're not fucking anybody on my boat.
I wish to make. No, there is a test first.
God damn it, Trilby is rubbing off on me.
I'm like, he's got the mange.
So he does manage to finally grab the rope, and he starts to.
Now he's like, I'm diseased, and he's like pulling himself onto the boat. I move away from the coast. I move away from the edge of the boat.
He gets up, and he says, "Look, I am."
Dude, he just coughed right in your face.
Excuse me, Captain. I am in search of an heir, and I have a challenge that my god has laid before me to find such an heir, and it could be one of you.
Okay, so I tell you exactly. Hold on. I know, maybe, because the first thing I think of is like, oh, these gods, they like really try to fuck with people. Like, I need an heir for my kingdom. Sounds cool and shit, and you realize it's like a cursed kingdom, and he's cursed, and the kingdom comes with a curse. So you say, yeah, Nilfi will do it, and I push him in the back, like towards the Minotaur, and I'm like, yep.
Would that move me at all?
Give me an athletics.
No, I push against you, and I push it. Like as I push you, I am pushed away.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. But
Nilfi,
I'm pushing on you, and I'm trying to push you, and I'm just like moving in place.
It is Mogus.
Is there a religious
Do a religion check.
Well, the previous king was cursed by Mogus after he defied his war advisors by making me the heir. So I was cast out, and I have since become tragically obsessed with finding a worthy heir.
So
wait,
Mogus. You're an outcast.
Mogus. Oh, Mogus. He's also a holy god from he's very similar to mine, Erebos.
Yes.
Oh,
you might be.
Nobody.
You might be a worthy heir.
Insight. He just said that this guy is like Erebos. When he said that Erebos was a good guy, I'm like,
no, because I think they're both good guys. They're both horrible gods.
Insight.
One's god of pain and one's god of pain and slaughter.
How do I feel about this? Am I right on this call? Like this is all a trap?
He believes so the.
It's okay if it's a trap.
Yeah. I just want to know. Believes what he is saying. He is looking.
I believe that he believes what he's saying, but I know better.
Okay,
but I push
why would you need an heir?
He is truly looking for an heir, and he was given he does have a test for an heir.
Okay, why do you need an heir? Why do you not do it? And why are you not?
I cannot be the one to rule. Mogus, it defies the god.
Athenos, I'm giving you like thieves can't. While he's talking to Nilfir, I'm like, he's got his back turned to you. Like, check out that pot.
Oh well. Okay, so are you gonna try to do so? Because
Are you gonna do a perception? See what's going on with this pot?
I don't understand.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
speech
Yep.
Now I'm just frustrated, and I'm like,
so
So-
Athanasios is like
So
Q2.
our
gotta
yeah,
do everything.
So Antigonos.
Wait, if it defies the gods, then I can't
No,
possibly do it.
absolutely. Antigonos actually pulls out the pot, the amphora, and he places it before you, and he says, "This is actually part of the test. So, I shall tell you how the test will work. I am looking. You must fit perfectly."
I feel like this is like a train wreck that you see 10 miles away and you still let it happen.
So you must fit perfectly into this amphora, and if you do, you will be king.
Oh, I can't possibly fit in that. I'm much too large.
Actually,
Look, my axe alone
Well-
would not fit in it, and I drop my axe on it. I drop my sword
it's
on it.
fine. It's
Oh, it
yeah,
just
it's
clings
30
off.
pounds.
See, it can't fit my
Well-
great sword. How can it possibly
Well,
fit me?
Try. You are the perfect example of who I would look for a king. You believe in the similar gods as me.
It's a fucking pot of beholding, or pot of holding, I guess.
Go ahead and
I was like,
Do
this
it.
doesn't mean.
Do it. I
What?
want to persuade you now too. Like I fucking know better, but I want to see you do this.
I'm still very doubtful, so he's gonna need to
Okay.
persuade me. Oh my god.
23. I'm like, what could be the worst thing? You don't fit in the pot, you don't become king. It's not a big deal.
Persuasion insight. Oof.
Okay.
What the
You
fuck
know
is
what?
going
So-
on?
All right.
There's
very
so many
well. I
ones
will.
being rolled.
You know what? I trust you. Our gods will have.
Yeah.
Our gods go hand in hand. So
Yeah. Let me put.
if I am chosen to lead this kingdom, then
Yeah,
so
here's
be
our
it.
little pot.
I will.
Trilby doesn't even notice me. Like try to reach down and grab him by the scruff of the neck. Like he's
No,
over
I
here
saw
talking
that
and just doing
athletics
his
check,
thing.
Yeah.
but yeah,
He's
I'm
doing his own
just
thing, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
well, I missed.
I'm too nimble. Like you try to grab my tail and it just
And
swishes
you're,
out of the
just
way.
So invested in like messing with Nilfear to go inside.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
step
I'm
in?
like
All right.
I'm clearly not. I put my foot on top of it. It's like, look, I'm clearly much too
Okay,
low.
well now I have to roll to see how you fit. Okay. So actually, you have the exact opposite problem. You are too small, and as you are realizing this, you see Antigonos.
How the fuck does that work?
As you see that you are too small, you notice that Antigonos has a bag, and he starts to dig out dirt from it and starts to pour it into the amphora. And
I'm
Is
sorry.
this the kingdom?
Hold on. Order of
Yeah.
operations. He goes to step into the pot that is smaller than
No.
him. He notices he is too big.
No, he's too small.
and you are too small, yes.
I'm too small.
You are too small for this tiny
Yep.
pot. So you've just
I
shrunken
think
down, right?
I
Did
think
we
it's
see
a
him
magic-
shrink and
No,
disappear?
No. So okay, well I'll wait till after the encounter to explain it. I don't want to give anything away. So
Okay, you don't have to give it away, but I just want
It's
to be
not
clear on what's
magical.
happening.
it's just
So you go to step into the pot, and then the half giant is too
well, he's
tiny for it.
medium-sized.
I'm sorry, but what is? I'm sorry.
How
I'm
big
throwing.
is this
Is this pot?
They don't say actually. So
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll just believe you.
so so you are too small, and you notice that Antigonos is starting to fill in the empty gaps with dirt.
So he's in the pot. Nilfy's in the pot,
Yeah.
and the bull is pouring dirt over
Yeah.
top of him.
And so is anybody gonna do
I
anything?
pull out my lute and I start up a somber tone. I'm like, dung 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 dung, and so
Oh, I
dun,
forgot to
dun,
use
dun,
my
dun,
my
dun,
my
dun,
inspiration.
was the
God damn it.
tale
This wouldn't have been
dun,
an
dun, dun, of
this would have been something in the
Nilfyr,
back.
Rotunga. Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
I'm like,
dun,
and they're
dun,
like,
dun,
I
died in a
am
pot.
worthy.
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
am
dun,
worthy.
dun,
This is
all
the
alone
kingdom.
and with no
All right,
friends.
so give me
Dun,
a
dun, dun.
Constitution saving throw.
I'm singing the ballad of Nilfyr right now.
Okay, so you're still
19.
able to breathe as this is being placed in dirt, and eventually he does fill it in completely, and you're still.
Now I'm at the bridge.
You're still alive just fine. And so Antigonus dumps you out, and says, "You were not worthy, but you survived. That's very rare."
I come out and like
actually
and
no,
like,
you fit in perfectly once I put the dirt in. You are king.
No. Oh, I was gonna say I wanted to do something real quick. If he's not worthy, now the curiosity gets the better of the cat. I want to run and jump like over him and like swan dive into this pot.
Go for it then. Yeah.
Swink.
Can I do a reaction?
Yeah.
You gonna scruff me in midair?
I want to slap him away. He's like, no, my pot. He's like,
so what is that? No, what is that? Athletics versus acrobatics, I guess.
So
19 again.
Yep. So
just like
my
I'm
pot,
like
my
mid
kingdom.
swan dive and you push me and I land in the ocean.
No, you probably land like next
the river.
You probably land next to the king. Well, Broken King.
Okay.
So Antigonus looks over and he's like, "Well, I guess that makes you worthy as my heir. Let me show you on the map where your kingdom is."
Oh. Yes. I'm a king.
So your kingdom is actually not on the map. It is all the way. It's going to be on the east.
Notice my name change?
King No Fear. Let me see. Is there a way to type? I would like to type. Yes, text. There you go.
This fucking Minotaur King is the most predictable bullshit encounter ever, but it's still funny.
Alex, your land is all the way past the Oraniad Mountains, and it's all the way that way. It's off map.
It's
on the east, yeah. North.
Oh yeah, another realm.
Yeah. So that's where your kingdom is after this.
You really got your ass kicked, Mr. Cowman, if you're this far away from home.
The Lord of the land of Rotungaria.
So Athanasios is standing here. He's like, okay, so hold on. He is now the heir to a kingdom. Correct? And
does that make me like? Does that make me busy to Rotungaria?
Truly, hold on. He is the heir to a kingdom, but he can't actually have the kingdom until you die, right?
Correct, but I will obviously die.
Oh,
I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna stab him.
I'm obviously dying, so like he's gonna.
And he's an heir too. That doesn't change it. Like he's the heir. Somebody would have to die for him to inherit.
I think he's the king.
So he is currently the king because his father, against the wishes of their gods, placed him as the new king. And when
that's why it went against the gods.
And so because he was already sick, Antigonus was already sick, and so.
Okay, you're gonna just stab the Minotaur.
Are you going to try to kill him? Because he's
I
about
back
ready.
away if so. I'm like,
just so you know, he is ready to leave now. Like he's going to be out of your way.
He's dying. Like I've completed the quest and he's dying.
But hold on. And Athanas, he doesn't really understand.
No, you're right.
This is
he's sitting here going, wait a minute.
This is a coup.
Like, hold on.
You've been heir for a minute and you're going to kill this cow. A coup. A vicious, violent coup.
It's looking at it. He's like, wait, he's an heir, but he can't have his kingdom until this guy dies. He's already sick. Just put him out of his misery. That's literally like the thought process that's going through.
The moment that cow dies and you become king, bad shit's going to happen. You're going to be diseased. You're going to have mange.
I'm stunned and or you know what? Let's see if he beats the AC. And I'm gonna see if he beats the AC.
Make your attack roll. I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
10.
No. So you go in.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Would he be surprised when I have advantage?
You're in his face.
You're right in front of him.
If you were behind him, I'd say maybe, but
No, I was just wondering because like
Like
it's
he's
just, like,
talking
out of
to us,
nowhere.
we're all in front of him, and then you poke him.
Yeah, basically.
Or in this case,
Yeah.
try to.
Well,
and
no,
fail.
in this case, so
And
in
he's
this
like,
case,
"Ow,
in this
stop
case,
it."
your trident kind of pokes him, and he's like, What's that for? Why have you attacked me?"
I do this
I
number.
was checking. What did
Hold
you
on,
do?
hold on. I
I was
slide in.
checking to see if you were real.
I gotta fix this situation. I slide in between him and I go, "Behold, my friend has blessed you with his fishy gods.
Ah,
You, sir, can now breathe underwater.
give me a
Believe it. Take my word."
deception check.
This is fucking stupid.
This is what I do. I try to get you out of trouble or get us into trouble.
25.
Suck it. This guy's about to go drown himself.
Let me see. I'm rolling dice on my end.
The insight says.
Oh, come on. It's taking forever. There we go. Yeah. So he goes and he says, "Oh, well, thank you. Another blessing, a blessing of the gods that may help with my curse from the gods.
Yes.
You may, my lord, you may, Lord Nilfear, you may keep the amphora as a gift." And so he turns around.
And what of my crown, sir? Where do I get my crown?
Hold on. As he goes to jump off into the water because he thinks he can breathe underwater, sleight of hand. 12?
Ooh, 12.
Would that be perception?
Yeah, you're going against his perception. Ooh, okay. He sees that.
Okay, give me your inspiration. Let's do this again. Are you willing?
No, you're stealing from somebody that just gave you land.
You. It's going to you. Who got the inspiration earlier?
He did.
Me.
Yeah, let me use it so I can get you this crown.
He's gonna give it. He's gonna give it.
I was just gonna ask him for it.
Okay, it's up to you. I got an 18 if you give me it or not.
Give
it's
it
fine.
for free.
No, I'm good. I was like, so I get a crown
I
too.
swipe it. He turns around and I go.
And he's like, "Oh yeah." So he turns around and he's like, "Oh, I almost forgot. You're right. Of course." And he takes off the broken crown and he places it atop your head, and he says,
"Sweet.
Congratulations, you now have the crown of mange.
And may the gods be with you."
And with you.
He jumps.
And also with you.
Thassa is going to have. Never mind. As he jumps out of the water, like, well,
it's like
okay.
It's like I'm just gonna step out of it, and I was like, I'm a king.
He just kind of goes behind us in the river while we go.
Yeah, like you slowly just see as you guys sail past him, because and he starts to kind of
like,
go down this way as you're going past him.
I start strumming on my lute, and I'm already telling the tale.
No, wait. Even better.
The
Even better.
Giant bested King Chibelline in the challenge of the pot.
Wait, what do you do against deception?
He rolled.
No. I'm asking you. What do you do against perception? Against persuasion, insight, or deception, insight. Perfect. I'm gonna be like, wait. I'm gonna be like, shit, I can't see your name behind Athanasios. Trilby, why would you do that? If he can't die, I will never get my kingdom.
Oh my god, he did. He felt the insight, so he believes you.
Yeah, he believes the underwater shit. I bow deeply. My whiskers just graze the deck, and then as I come up, I just with all the grace I say, "My liege, you will be king in short order."
Oh, how can we be sure? But either way, look.
Does that make me?
You can be sure, Nilfear, because
I go right into lobbying you. I go right into lobbying you because you're the king of this kingdom now. I'm like, does that make me Grand Vizier of Rotungania?
I pat him on the head. No. Athanasios, I could use a Grand Vizier. However, you won't need to be online.
Grand thief, court gesture, even.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
That is way too far from the ocean.
Okay.
And by the way, he's gonna be dead soon because I can't cast blessings and he can't breathe underwater.
But he's been cured of his curse.
No.
How can he?
Not at all.
Actually, you have no way to tell if giving you the kingdom
Trilby.
ended his curse. You have no way of telling that.
And to end this scene, I go
it's like
one more.
I'd be like, Trilby, did you lied to a king?
And as you realize this, I turn a 180 and I like ding 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 ding, and I finish off the ballad of King Chungarunga in the pot with, and old Nilfer didn't know I lied to him, and lo, ding 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 ding, the bull can breathe underwater.
Well, guess what? Hey, play a jig for me with this, Trilby. I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt, and I start going around the boat with it.
I can't. That's copyrighted.
Oh, sorry. Is it copywritten? I think it was just a line.
It was a joke. It was a joke, is what it was.
This is not. It is not DMCA. DMCA does not exist yet. However, that would be my first rule of order.
So I guess this is a great place to kind of call it for now.
Yeah, that's a good stopping point.
I'm a king now in the first episode.
to a kingdom that we will probably never visit. But yes.
Technically, you're an heir. We don't actually know if you
and we don't know when.
We would have known if I would have actually stabbed him.
Last thing before we leave, because I will forget. I want to take that piece of pottery and compare it. Is there any resemblance?
No, it's not connected.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
I guess I'll go ahead and end our stream, but we can do some post-game chat.
Cool. So, do you want to do it? Do you want to do it on the chat?
Like we'll still chat.
Stream or no?
I mean, if we want to just talk about whatever, is what I mean. So that's why we're gonna end the stream.
I like the the fucking King Minotaur fucking encounter because we're on a boat and he's just like coughing in the wilderness and we're just like keep going and he fucking swims out to us. You know what that reminds me of? It's like those like really obvious like program side quests in like Oblivion Skyrim where like the fucking NPC like swims or no like Fallout where like one of the like settlers like comes out to you and is like, I have a quest for you.
Made me think of the in GTA when you hire the assassins in GTA 5, when you hire somebody to kill another player and they just go into your cars and everything.
Yeah, it made me feel like the Morrowind NPC that just like rows out to the middle of the ocean because of weird programming.
I mean, you guys are going up a river, so like there's gonna be land on each side.
No, it's fine. I get it. It's funny.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and give the outro.
I think my favorite. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, I'll give the outro real quick, and then we can talk about whatever. So thank you guys, everybody, for watching our stream. We had a good time, I think. If you want to support us, you can follow or subscribe if you're watching us on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, give us a like and subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, you can find our Twitch at twitch.tv/CJ Star Wars94. If you're watching us on Twitch, the YouTube is youtube.com/Escape Reality Films. And if you really like our content and want to show us like big time support, you can become a patron on Patreon at patreon.com/Escape Reality Films, where we, at the first layer, you can come hang out in my Discord, come talk to some of us. I think both Bastion and Plum, Alex and Josh are in it. So if you want to hang out and talk to us, you can go to the Escape Reality Films Discord. With the second tier, you can watch our YouTube content a week before it's uploaded to YouTube. And so that's about it. I want to throw out a thanks for 2-minute tabletop for a lot of the maps that we used tonight, because that's where I got a lot of our maps. They make really great maps, and a lot of them are free, but you can also provide tips or give them a tip or pay
He
Yeah,
has a Patreon.
I'll get the
Yeah,
tip for you.
so like really good content on his page. Does anybody else have
Ooh,
want to throw something out?
I mean, if you want, you can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/I'm Plumtastic.
And he has good content.
I don't think I have my YouTube up yet.
You have a lot of Apex and whatever, like a lot of good content.
I need to get back on it, honestly.
All right.
But yeah. But I can still do my send off. I still have a good send off.
Any other shout outs?
All right, guys. All right. I guess not. All right, guys. Yeah. Everybody, remember, I'm Plumtastic and you're beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank
Later.
you guys for watching.